Yo, what's poppin'? What's going on? How are you guys doing? Welcome back to another stream. We're here again. You know it. You know the vibes. Saturday evening. Let's fucking do this. We're out here, bro. So, tonight's a very special night, isn't it? Tonight's a very special night, I would say. Let me also pull up my thing here so that, we're not doing this into the void. But yeah. Welcome to Chathammer, and yes, so tonight is a very special night. It is the Mario 40th anniversary today, and man, does it feel weird saying that because literally, bro.
My audio is not working.
I mean, I can hear you. I guess she can't hear me. Maybe that's the problem. But anyways, or is that much of a problem? Anyway. Yeah, man. So it just feels weird. It feels weird to finally be here, I guess, because I mean, as you guys probably know by this point, we've been talking about the Mario 40th anniversary all year, bro. Ever since February, even before that, even at the end of last year when I put together that little trailer. Which, by the way, I don't know if I've ever said it, but that trailer has officially hit over 1,000 views. That's right, just the trailer. Which is kind of fucking crazy. So it is my most popular video of all time. So shout out to everybody who's watched that. I don't know what's the exact view count on this. 1,035. That's freaking crazy. Even that 35 is more than most of the videos I've ever posted. So yeah, that's wild. Wild to see that. We're also 2 subs away on the main channel from 100 subscribers. So guys, get us there, okay? Also very soon, the Mario 40th Anniversary Super Perspective compilation should be dropping. I did want to have it out before the stream, but obviously just with how big the thing is, the upload has literally taken me all day. So it is processing to HD. It should be up relatively soon. I think hopefully within the hour that should go live. But yeah. So before that drops and before we get into that, obviously the main thing I wanted to do today was this Mario tier list here. Now, obviously, there's a lot of games in here. You can see it's not just mainline games. You can see it's not just Mario Kart. But you might wonder, what's with this selection? This is a whole random bunch of games right here. What the hell? Well, these are all the Mario games we've played on stream. And yes, yours truly actually made this tier list because I really like the one Sonic tier list that we always use that just has the logos. And I couldn't find a Mario one that does that. So I actually took it upon myself to painstakingly edit out all of these logos so that they're the same size and so they're all PNGs and stuff. And I put this all together. But yeah, just the games we've covered. So they're just the games we've played on the channel. So, it could be we've done full playthroughs on them, or we've just done a stream on them, or maybe they just showed up during one of the other streams, like during one of the bad games streams or what have you. Which will give you a hint as to where some of these games are going to go. So, with these being all the ones we've played... Oh, okay, awesome, cool. So anyway, with these being all the ones we've played on stream, I thought, what better way to celebrate the Mario anniversary by going back through these games and ranking them, and with new context. And, there's also a lot of new games that have released that we haven't really talked about in depth like that compared to other Mario games. So yeah, this will be a fun one for sure. Now, before I get into this, I will post the tier list in the Discord server, so that you guys can join in and do this along with me. So there we go. Hold on. Custom made tier list for today's stream. Rank dem Marios. Awesome. Okay, so I think we should get started. So Emma, you can pull up your list and also say hi to chat because you didn't really do that yet.
Hi, chat. Yeah,
Okay,
I got
good.
the list up. But yeah, I don't know why, but because I was playing with someone through the Xbox chat, but on my PC earlier, for some reason why I did that, it completely muted Discord. So I had to open up all the game bar and sort out the volume settings on there. I was like, it's nothing wrong with my actual PC settings or Discord. So it confused me for a while, but it's all sorted.
Your mic is kind of acting weird, to be fair.
Yeah, I'll go close the Xbox thing on Task Manager, and that might help.
It keeps like doing this thing where it pauses and then like it plays your audio really fast. I don't know what that is, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe see if there's any apps that are using it. But yeah, all right. So I think we can get started with this, and I think we're gonna go right ahead and start with Super Mario Bros. The very first one. These I did put these in I did put these in release order as well. So you know, don't worry about that. You know, I'm all about my chronology here. So we're gonna go in order, and we're gonna do them all from start to finish. So Super Mario Bros. All right. Now, what the hell? I mean, honestly, you could say what I'm about to say for most of these games, but like, what can even be said about the original Super Mario Bros. That hasn't already been said? I mean, it is just a classic. It redefined gaming. It redefined it actually not even redefined. It just straight up defined platformers as a genre. And you know, it's fairly, you know, it's okay. You know, it's pretty good to come back to nowadays. Do I think that it has problems, and do I think that it's aged a little poorly in areas? Yes, for definite. And, you know, I think going back to it now, like, it's kind of a hard sell. And, you know, ultimately, there are a lot of games that come after this that just kind of do what it does better. So I think it's fair to say this one goes in Super Mushroom, you know? Absolutely outstanding for the time. Side-scrolling gameplay, great music, absolutely iconic music. And just the introduction to this world of Super Mario Bros. You know, it wasn't the first time we'd seen the character, but it was the first time that we really got just such a good scope for what the series would become beyond this. And, you know, there's a reason why it sold so well. There's a reason why it's such a big pop cultural thing that has happened in history. And, yeah, you know, I think that's what keeps it from the lower tiers. But, you know, yeah, obviously just nowadays it's not like it's not the greatest thing to come back to. I could be inclined to move it up depending on where some of the other games go, but I think that's a good starting point, at least for now. The original Super Mario Bros. Emma, what do you feel about it? Do you feel like it deserves Super Mushroom, or do we think it should be lower? Do we think it should be higher?
I put in Fire Flower.
Interesting. Okay.
Just because I think it's really important. Obviously, like you said, it like was like the first platformer, and it shaped gaming completely. After that, like they saw that, and they were like all these companies, all these people were like, this is incredible, we need more of this. And so much has come out from that and has evolved from that. But also, it's fun to go back to and to try and play. So yeah, I put in Fire.
Okay, fair enough. I think your noise suppression is screwing you a bit. I don't know if you might want to check that.
Okay, let me have a look.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not. It doesn't seem to be playing nice with you. But that's a fair assessment. I think I could be swayed towards it. But I think for now we'll keep it Super Mushroom. I think maybe top of Super Mushroom, depending on where some of these other games go. Next up is Lost Levels.
Is this any better?
Say a full sentence.
I don't really. How has your day been so far?
Okay. It might be better. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'll keep the sayings up just in case, and then if not, I'll try a different saying.
Okay, I think it might be the same, but I have no idea. There's definitely something weird going on with it. Anyway, what is up, my fellow co-worker in the You gotta stop. You gotta just absolutely stop. Like, just, I don't know, man. Anyway, yeah, so Mario Lost Levels. I mean, look. Nowadays, I think this game is hilarious. I think this game is absolutely fucking funny. But like, come on, man. I mean, it's like, okay. Beyond the obvious fact that the game is completely bullshit, it just doesn't do much to like change up the formula. You know, it's the same gameplay as the first game. It's the same visuals for the most part. Like it looks slightly better. Like there's more textures going on. The bushes have eyes. The clouds have eyes. The mushrooms have eyes now. That's all really cool and good. But other than that, it's like you're getting the same exact game mechanics, you know, and whatever additional things they've added, stuff like the poison mushroom or hammer bros that follow you, were done just purely to frustrate the player. And I think for what it is, the game is fucking funny. Like, it's just hilarious to see all the just absolutely insanely batshit off the wall bullshit things they throw at you in this game. There are warp zones that send you back to previous worlds, which is like disgusting. I don't know who thought that would be funny, but I mean it was. And just in general, it's just such a like outlier in the whole Mario series. Like, you know, generally Mario is a franchise that is known for being accessible. You know, it's a franchise that's known for, you know, just being easy to pick up and play for anyone, right? But then obviously it's hard to master. You know, obviously you get into some of the later levels in some of these games and it gets a bit more tricky. But Lost Levels is that for the entire experience. And it's like, you know, it's the kind of game that we would never get again. And there is a reason for that, because ultimately the challenge that was there was just not super well designed. Like, and that's ultimately what it comes down to. It is just a lot of bullshit. It is just a lot of beginner's traps. And even if you know that it's coming, sometimes it's hard to avoid some of that shit, you know? World 8-4 is ridiculous. The worlds after that, the worlds A through D, are fucking insane. And I just, it's so sadistic. It's just such a sadistic and just terrible, just downright miserable experience. And it's not a game that I ever look forward to playing. Just at all. Like, it's just not good. It's just not good to play. You know, it doesn't offer anything outside of just being just completely relentless. And it's not even in the fun way. Like, if I wanted to play a challenging platformer, I would play like Mega Man. Mega Man is challenging, but it's very well designed. Like, the challenge is well designed in a way where, like, you can react to stuff, you can predict stuff. There are patterns to the difficulty. Yes, there are bullshit moments, but generally it's done to kind of, like, you know, wake you up or be like, oh shit, I need to start looking out for that kind of thing. Whereas, like, Lost Levels, a lot of the time when I die to something or there's some hazard in my way, I'm like, what is that? Why'd that happen? Why is that there? You know, it's like, there isn't much, the design isn't cohesive. And, you know, ends up being a lot of invisible blocks and leaps of faith and fucking flying bloopers, and it's just like what the fuck is going on here? Like, you know, like this, it doesn't even feel like an official game at times. And yeah, I don't know, man. It's just not good. It's just not good. Funny as hell, but it's not good. So that's why it goes in Mini Mushroom. It's not quite Poison Mushroom, but it is Mini Mushroom. But I think nowadays, yeah, I've kind of loosened up on it a little bit, you know. Like you know, I understand what they were going for. Even if I don't much like what it is that they were going for, you know, I get it at least. Like, I understand it now. So yeah, that's my opinion of it. And yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Do I have to tell you? Do I have to tell you when it's your turn?
No, it's fine. Sorry. I'm also doing work while doing this. So I'm doing some work, listening to obviously your views, doing it myself. Which obviously I know I don't have to be on here, but I want to be on the stream today. So yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure you know that you can interject whenever you want.
Well, I put it in Poison Mushroom.
Okay, that's fair.
I haven't tried playing this, and from seeing other people play it, seeing you play it, I am not even going to try to attempt it. I get frustrated even with the original Mario. Now, I may have put that in the Fire Flower, but I have fun with that, and although I get frustrated with it, I still like think it is a good game. But that Lost Levels, I just can't get behind. Like,
Yeah.
it's just poison to me.
I'm also going to post the link in the chat. So that, I don't know why I didn't do that first, but there we go. Cool. Manually unpin. Alright, great. There we go. Cool. Alright, so there we go. Now you guys have the link to the list I'm making, which I made myself. So there you go. Very cool. So that's where Lost Levels goes. Alright, Super Mario Bros. 2. This shit's going in Poison Mushroom. Listen, I can't do it, man. I just can't do it. Like, when we play... Look. I've played this game a few times over the years. I've beaten it maybe 3 or 4 times. And I just don't fucking get it. So, after we played it for the marathon back in 2023, right? This game caused a lot of arguments. Because, look, I played through it, and I was like, look, that shit was kind of arse. The controls are not good. Let's just get that one out the way. The controls in this platformer, where controls are extremely important, are just not fucking good. It controls like shit. It doesn't matter what character you use, you are going to have a miserable time handling this game. Princess Peach, maybe a little bit less so, you know, just because she is the slowest character, so at least she doesn't handle too badly. But it's like every other character just has so many problems. It's like, it feels like the game doesn't read my inputs properly. The level design is dog shit. I don't like the vertical design at all. I don't think it works. I don't think it makes sense. And like I said back then, and like I said in my review this year, it's not a Mario game. It's just straight up not a Mario game. Like, it doesn't play like one. You shouldn't play it like it's one. You just pretend like it's not a Mario game. But unfortunately, for the sake of this list, I'm comparing it to other Mario games. So for that purpose, it's got to rank low. Like, it's just got to rank low. I don't think it's good at all. Holy cap. The thing is that that's not fucking cap. It is quite literally not a Mario game. It didn't start as one. Look into your development history, buddy. This shit is actually not a Mario game. It's not. It's another game with a Mario skin on it. That's what Super Mario Bros. 2 is. It's not good. It's just no good. Like, I can't do it, man. The game is short. There's not much substantial content. The only thing to come from this game is that it did give us a lot of Mario iconic enemies. You know, it gave us Shy Guys, it gave us Birdo, it gave us Bob-ombs. That stuff is great. The music is also good, and graphically, you know, the game looks pretty nice for the NES. You know, it looks good, it pops out, it's vibrant, but it's just not enough, man. The gameplay is just so fucking abysmally dog shit that I just don't I just don't ever want to go back to play it. I would genuinely go back to Lost Levels before this, because it's like, at least it's like, at least it feels like a Mario experience, you know? I mean, that also still doesn't, just because of the difficulty, but like, this game I would argue is equally as difficult, but not for the right reasons. I would argue Mario 2 is just about as difficult as Lost Levels, but just for all the wrong reasons. You know, it's just not it, bro. It's really not it. And that's all I got to say on it. Emma, back me up here. Well, what say you on Super Mario 2?
I've put it at... This one was hard because I don't even know if I've played it or if I played it much. But I remember I think I remember some of the enemies, and I found some of the enemies quite hard to get past. But once again, I'm not that great at playing games. So I've put it at Mini Mushroom.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing. It's just, yeah, the level design, enemy placement is just not good. It's just not good. But, I mean, you know, you were a bit more, I guess, charitable towards it. I just don't get it. I will never get why people like this game. Like, I think I've admitted that. At least with Mario 64, it's like, that used to be how I felt about it. Like, Mario 64 used to be that one where it's like, everyone loves this game and I don't get it. That game, I understand it now, and I kind of like 64 now, but Mario 2, I genuinely don't think I will ever get why people like it. It just doesn't make sense to me. It just does not make sense to me that people enjoy that game, like, at all. But let's talk about an actually good Mario game. I am a hater, bro. I am a hater. Fuck Mario 2. But Mario 3, though. Oh my god. Now, this is the one. This is the one. Ooh, hater on minis and a hater of... Oh, we'll talk about 64DS. We'll talk about 64DS. By the way, just for the record, the only games on this tier list are the ones we've played on stream at some point or another. So, yeah, minis is not included because we haven't done that yet. We're gonna have to at some point, but not yet. Yes. So, it's not here. But anyway, Mario 3. I mean, listen, this is another one where it's like... I mean, you will know, right? Like, you will just know. Like, it's fucking Super Mario Bros. 3. I think it's straight up the best NES game. To this day. To this day. It, like, not even just Mario, but, like, the best NES game, period. Super Mario Bros. 3. I think this game really just did a lot for the franchise. I think it did a lot for gaming. The controls are immaculate. My only real critique with how the game feels is just that obviously Mario's a little bit floaty, which I think does make it a little hard to control in areas. Legend of Zelda is better. The first one? Ugh. Fuck no. Anyway, I'm gonna disregard that shit. Holy fuck. No. The first Legend of Zelda? You're fucking lying, dude. Oh my god, that shit is ass. Nuh-uh, bro. Nuh-uh. And I know for a fact you're not talking about no Zelda 2. Nah, the OG Zelda is terrible, bro. That shit is not good to go back to. Link's Awakening is better. Link's Awakening is the one. That's Zelda 1 if it were good. Literally, Link's Awakening is literally Zelda 1 if it were good. That shit was fire. The first one is good? No, it ain't. No, it ain't. It might have been good for the time, but going back to that shit now, nah, man. It's not it. It's just not it. But yeah, Mario 3 is just so good. I mean, also, just in terms of visuals, like, the game is just super impressive. Like, the animation, the sprite quality, it's all super good. This game was the first one to really do, like, bosses in a big way. Like, obviously Mario 2 had bosses, but they were shit, so I mean, like, I'd rather just pretend that it didn't. And not to say that Mario 3's bosses were anything groundbreaking, but, like, to be fair, you know, they literally had literally that formula of bosses is what they still do today. You know, usually it's like the enemy doesn't attack, you wait for an opening, you hit him 3 times, and then that's kind of the fight, right? So I mean, this game did that. It also did the world map system the first time. Multiplayer was cool. Mario 1 actually had it, but yeah, obviously you alternate between players, so that was kind of cool. And this game gave us airship levels, it gave us fortress levels for the first time. Like, this game did everything. The final fight against Bowser was really cool. It gave us the Tanuki suit. It gave us the hammer suit, which is, like, to this day, one of my favorite Mario power-ups. That shit is absolutely baller. And, yeah, man, I mean, obviously, there's not much really wrong with it, aside from just, yeah, obviously, the fact that the game is, the game is almost 40 years old, you know? Like, it hasn't, obviously, held up incredibly well, but, you know, it has, it's still super fun to go back to today. I think Mario 3 is one of the few NES games where I could tell someone who didn't grow up with that stuff, or you know, a younger generation, like, hey, go check out this old Mario game. I'm sure you'll like it. And you know what? They'll probably enjoy it. They'll probably enjoy it. The ultimate Mario Glazer, I swear, always jumping on it. Listen, I gotta, okay? If I don't do it, who will? If I don't do it, who will? So yeah, Mario 3, I think, is an easy superstar rating. I could even be swayed for Grand Star, but I really want to save that for the best of the best. Like, I think that's got to be, like, the top 3 up there. The top 3, top 5, whatever. That's going to be what's up there. But I don't think Mario 3 quite cracks that. But god damn, it is close. It is close. Super Mario Land. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Emma, what do you think of Mario 3? You've played it fairly extensively, haven't you?
I think so. My memory is so bad. Well, all I remember is I really like the power-ups you get, and also...
Yes, great power-up selection.
in this game, at the end you like run and jump, and you get a power up at the end of some levels, don't you? Like
You mean
a
the
little box
cards,
that
the
you jump
one up
into?
cards?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So I really like that idea as well, that they put into it. So there was like a couple of things I liked about it, but I don't know, the earlier games I just find a bit harder to remember the actual levels.
You're kind of muffled, by the way.
Oh, well, I don't know. My mic, I tried loads of different things, but I don't know what's going on today. But yeah, I can't really remember much about layout with the earlier games compared to more recent. So yeah, I don't have too much to share, but I put it in the Fire Flower section.
Yeah. All right. Well, there we go. There we go. Super Mario 3. Emma, don't support this man. Listen. All right. You can be wrong. You can be wrong. Super Mario Land. I would give this a Super Mushroom rank. I think going back to this is the same as the OG game. I think there's a lot of elements of it that haven't aged very well. I think honestly in a lot of ways it's aged a lot worse than OG Super Mario Bros. Just because, and it just comes down to the hardware, right? It just comes down to the hardware. You know, handheld gaming in that way was a very new thing. So it's not perfect. You know, it's not super good to come back to. But what I will say is that this game is very nice. It's just a short little distraction. You know, you can beat the game in like 40 minutes without much problem. I feel like there's a decent selection of levels here. I feel like the level design itself, for the most part, is pretty good. But yeah, it really is just held back by the technology. And I also really like a lot of the designs in this game. You know, like the locations, the enemies. It's all very unique for the Mario series. It felt like something that was going a lot more into depth with Mario's world, beyond just Mushroom Kingdom stuff that we had gotten a lot of typically before and after this. It really was its own thing. It really was its own thing, and you know, that's for better or worse. You know, just really short, decent enough experience to go back to, but it definitely does have its flaws looking back at it, and also definitely compared to some of the other games we'll be talking about. So yeah, I think also, you know, I know there's a lot of games towards the bottom end of the list right now, but you know, I promise as this goes on, the top of the list is going to fill out a lot more. All right, it's just that the Mario franchise is one of those ones that just consistently gets better as time goes on. So you know, as we get to the middle and end of this list, you're going to see a lot more towards the top. Just right now, you know, they're still finding their footing. They're still finding their footing during this era, this 80s era. I think that's about all I have to say about Super Mario Land. Great music too, great music. You know, there's not a lot, but it's good, very iconic. You know, everyone knows the Mario Land theme. And also, this game gave us Daisy, so there's that. There is that. But what's Emma's thoughts on Super Mario Land? Have you played Super Mario Land?
No, I haven't played it, so I'm not going to.
You are very quiet.
I haven't played it, so I'm not gonna rank it.
Okay. You gotta do something about that. I can like barely hear you.
Okay, let me have a look into that.
Okay, while you do that, I'm gonna go ahead and throw Super Mario World in the Grand Star tier list. I don't even really have to explain myself. Like, it's Super Mario World, bro. This fucking game, man. I mean, for the longest time, this was my favorite Mario game. It's not anymore, but it is number 2. It is number 2 to this day because this game did so much. It did absolutely so much. The world building, the graphics, the music, Yoshi, okay? To this day, this game is still one of the best implementations of Yoshi in a mainline Mario game. All right, it still is. It still is to this freaking day, man. Super Mario World is just such an incredible experience from start to finish. Amazing levels, great design, fantastic power-ups. The Cape Feather is, you know, I mean, maybe there weren't like a lot of power-ups. I mean, really, the Cape Feather was the main one. But just absolutely how fun it was. Like, that doesn't even matter. Like, maybe it doesn't have the same variety that 3 did, but it doesn't matter when the Cape Feather is just like such an absolutely busted, masterpiece of a power-up. I just love flying around with it. And it's not like it takes no skill to use, you know. You gotta get used to the rhythm of it, you know. There's a whole bunch of other moves like the spin, the dive. Just there's so much you can do. So much experimentation. I feel like this game is one of the most replayable Mario games between all the secret exits and all the different ways you can go about beating the levels in this one. And just yeah, man. I mean, I've talked on end about how just absolutely fantastic this game is. I think Super Mario World is absolutely the gold standard for 2D platformers. It is the gold standard for 2D platformers. If you are going to make a 2D platformer, look at what Super Mario World did. That's all you gotta do. Just look at what Super Mario World did. Take notes from this, and then you can make a great platformer. Because I think absolutely this is the example to follow. And the crazy thing is, they set this example in 1990, bro. The game industry was such a new thing at the time, and it's like to this day, this game is still just one of the shining examples of one of the best, you know, just one of the best expressions of this medium that we've ever gotten. And like, I think it's just hard. It's hard for any game to surpass that for me. And also, you know, like you know, this game and Super Mario Bros. 3. You know, I have a lot of nostalgia attached to those, you know, playing them on those old, like, web emulators. Back in the day, you know, that's really how I got into Mario as much as I am now, is playing them through that. So that's, these two classics in particular were ones that I played a lot. And, yeah, man, I just will never... I'll never not rank them. I'll never not rank them this high. There's no way. Like, it doesn't matter what the list is, they're always going to end up this high. Super Mario World is just absolutely phenomenal to this freaking day. You know, over 20 years later, almost 25 years later, actually. Just amazing experience. Absolutely freaking baller game right here. And you can't go wrong with it. You cannot go wrong with it. Emma, what do you think of Super Mario World?
Is my mic better, by the way?
Yes. Yeah, that is better. Like, I mean, I can hear you better.
Okay. Let me know if you still think it needs any improving.
Okay. It's kind of doing the weird choppy thing, but it seems like it's either that or you're, like, almost unhearable. So I think we'll just go with this for now.
Okay. Let me just pull up my list.
Uh-huh. She's pulling up the list. What does it mean?
Of course, I have all these technical issues while I have other stuff I'm sorting out as well. Oh, I didn't even rank this, but I haven't even played this, so yeah.
What, Mario World? I'm sure you've played Super Mario World. I'm sure you've played Super Mario World. There's no way you haven't. I would be surprised if you've not played Mario World.
No, I haven't.
You have not. Okay, see, okay. I think I figured out what we need to do, because you also haven't played Galaxy. We're gonna do streams where you play the games. I've decided that's what we're gonna do. We need to get you on some of these games, because that's crazy. I can't believe that. I think you would really like Super Mario World.
I'm going to tell you real quick, the games that because I've done my like listing already, but obviously as we go along, I might change one or two things if you make points where I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that now. But the ones I have that I haven't played is Super Mario Land, Mario World, Mario Land 2, Mario is Missing, Yoshi's Island, Luigi's Mansion, Mario Galaxy, Galaxy 2, RPG, Paper Mario, and Brothership. All of those I haven't played.
But you've played the rest. Okay, that's fine. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So
apart from Pinball Land, but I've put that in.
Freaking Pinball Land. All right, whatever. Yeah. Nah, I know about you. So I don't actually know where I want to rank this one.
I put in Superstar.
Really?
I think it's a really fun game.
Would I? Okay. would I genuinely rank this above these?
It's also just so different. Like you see all these other Mario games, and it's like just so different. Mario Paint, and you know, there's also the side bits because that had like the Fly Swatter, the Music Maker as well.
It does have the Music Maker.
Music Maker as well. Part of me always kind of wonders because in Mario Maker, in some aspects you can like make music in that, right?
Yeah, you can.
So I wonder if they got some of the inspiration of that from the Mario Paint.
A lot of it was actually a lot of the Mario Maker like assets and UI elements and stuff, like you'll notice was taken from this game. Like it literally was. So you're actually not wrong about that. They are very closely related in that way.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, this game definitely had its influence. Even outside of the Mario series, Mario Paint has had a lot of influence. You know, I'm sure you guys have seen plenty of like Mario Paint drawings every now and then, or Mario Paint Music Maker things. You know, I mean, hell, even like in Undertale, for instance, you know, the dog song literally uses the dog instrument from Mario Paint as the song, which is kind of crazy. So like, this game has a lot of cultural influence, I think, and it is really fun. You know, it's a really fun little art application. Obviously, you know. If I want to make art, I'm going to use an actual art application. You know, I'm not going to hit up Mario Paint for that, which is why I'm not ranking it super high. It's not like, but you know, I mean, for what it is, like, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I wouldn't play it over the original Super Mario Bros, but I would play it over Land, Lost Levels, and Mario 2. So that is why it's going to be in the middle of Super Mushroom for me. But yeah, pretty much for everything Emma said, you know, it is a very fun game. I think you pretty much put that as good as I could have. So there you go. There you go.
Who knew I'd be so passionate about Mario Paint?
I know. I didn't expect that, personally. Super Mario Kart. Okay, I'm going to put it in Super Mushroom, but it's going to be a low Super Mushroom, I think. This game has the same problem that a lot of the other games in this tier have, which is it just hasn't aged well. It just has not aged well. Like, going back to this thing now, it doesn't control really well. Like, the track design is kind of basic and boring. The track themes aren't very interesting outside of Rainbow Road. And it's like, the character roster is... Like, it is just limited by the hardware. Like, I fully understand that. And for what it is, it's impressive. It is really impressive, don't get me wrong, which is why it is up here. And it's not like it's completely terrible to play. Like, you can get to grips with the control if you just spend enough time with it, but the fact of the matter is that, you know, you need to take time to get to grip with the control in the first place because of how old it is, and because of how archaic it feels to play now. But, you know, like with the original Super Mario Bros., I think we have to give it credit for pretty much creating a whole genre, which is the kart racer, and we have to also give it credit for giving us probably, arguably, the more popular branch of the Mario franchise. I know a lot of people find it hard to believe, but if you like step outside and talk to a normal person for a moment, a lot of people will like think that Mario Kart is actually the main thing, and the platformers are like the side thing. A lot of people will be like, oh, that's Toad from Mario Kart, oh, that's Yoshi from Mario Kart. It's like they don't actually know the main series. What's up, Gappy? Bro, are you the same guy? You just keep changing JoJo accounts? This is hilarious, man. In the hospital from overdose? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Okay. Damn. Are you good? Like, are you good now? Like, shit, man. That's crazy. Oh, shit. I am sorry to hear that. Well, I hope you're doing good, man. Holy fuck. That's wild. That's wild. Well, I hope you enjoy the stream. I hope it can take your mind off things. Damn, that's crazy. That is crazy. You're not pulling my leg, right? Like, you're actually, that's wild. I'm sorry to hear that. Yikes, man. Yikes. You gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful. Alright? Don't want anything bad happening. Don't want anything bad happening for sure. Yeah, take care of yourself. Seriously. Seriously. Alright, it's gonna be fine. You're all good. You're like if you're fine now, that's okay. That's all good. But yeah, talk to you know, we got a little Mario game tier list here. I don't know if you want to chip in or anything, but we're gonna talk about some of these games. Right now we're talking about Super Mario Kart. And yeah, I mean, you know, like I say, you know, it's very much one of those it's very much one of those games that just hasn't aged super good. But you know, it's not like it's terrible to play. So I'll put it in Super Mushroom. I think it's okay to go. In fact, I'll put it above Super Mario Land. I feel like I'd probably go back to this first before that. What do you think, Emma, with this game? I know for sure you've played it, so that helps.
I put it Mini Mushroom.
Mini Mushroom, really?
Yeah, because anytime I play this, I get a massive headache. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Because my eyes they're not terrible, but they're not to the best of the ability they could be. So already, like, things aren't as sharp as they could be for me. So with what the graphics look like nowadays compared to what they used to, it just causes me really, really bad headaches, and I can't play it for quite a while. Like, I maybe can do like 2 or 3 races, and now I'm like, no, my head is hurting way too much.
Yeah.
So although I find it funny to try and play it doesn't do my health any good.
Well, damn. Yeah, no, I can see that. I mean, I definitely think it is very rough. From today's perspective, trying to play that. Also,
yeah.
One sec. I do just want to check something. Yes. Okay, it is out.
What?
It is out. It is
What's
officially out. The Mario 40th Anniversary Super Perspective Super Cut has released, everybody. It is here. Big freaking 6-hour video, okay? Also, you might notice there's some little arty art on the thumbnail there. I drew that all myself, so I hope you guys like it. But yeah, it's finally here, man. The actual end of that series is finally here, and dude, I'm so happy. I'm so happy because this thing has been such an absolutely insane project, and yeah, I am just beyond glad that it's finally all come to fruition. So please do check this out when you have time. Again, it is an absolutely massive freaking video. All right, it's a huge video, so you don't gotta watch it all at once. You can watch it in chunks. You can watch it however you like. But yeah, all I ask is just please do give this a watch, you know. And you know, if you enjoy it enough, then go back and watch the other parts as well, because there are some cuts and some changes made here to just kind of flow better with being a you know, compilation compared to just a standalone video. So there you go. But anyway, good shit. So yeah, I'm just it feels like a weight off my back. It really does. I can rest easy now, knowing that this series is done. Also, by this point, this series was absolutely insane to work on. So I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna get ahead of the curve and say we are not doing this for Sonic's 35th next year. I just cannot. Look. Maybe I will have the energy for it, but I just really don't even want to think about or try and plan something like that out right now. So, yeah, don't expect that to happen. I'm thinking we'll do something else for Sonic's 35th. More along the lines of we will 100% all the games on stream. I'm going to get some more of you guys' opinions on that. If you guys want to see that, and that would be like a good like year-long project as well, but it won't be nearly as daunting to work on as this was. So Literally. There we go. That's it. Because this thing definitely ate away at me by the end of it. I'm just super glad that it's out. I'm super glad that you guys can watch it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy all the stuff I made for it, you know. I will also post the artwork for this separately after the stream. So keep an eye out for that on Twitter and Discord and some of the other channels, you know. It'd be greatly appreciated. It really would. It really would. Anyways, let's get back to the tier list. And I appreciate you guys who have watched and supported. Yeah, so, okay, Super Mario Kart ranked. You put in Mini Mushroom, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we can talk about Super Mario Land 2. Well, I can talk about Super Mario Land 2 because you haven't played it. And look, I'm going to be honest. Super Mario Land 2... that shit kind of good. That shit kind of really good. I'm thinking it is a solid superstar entry. Now, that might seem really high, but I feel like it'd be a lower superstar. It'd be a lower superstar. But look, this game is so freaking underrated, man. Such a creative game. Really pushes the Game Boy to its limits, you know? I feel like the first game was very much like, you know, they played it safe. They saw what they could do with the Game Boy. This is, they're like, all right, we know what the Game Boy's all about. We know what it's capable of. We're going to go all out with this game. It takes elements from Mario 3. It takes elements from Super Mario World. And in a lot of ways, it feels like a smaller scale version of those games, you know? And it gave us Wario. It gave us the bunny cap. And just overall, such an amazing experience from start to finish. Really great level design. Again, the only thing really holding it back is just the hardware it's on, you know? Like, yeah, the game suffers from screen crunch. The game suffers from having limited visuals. But for what it actually is, like, it's a very solid experience that I genuinely do recommend. Like again, I think this is a game where if I wanted to give someone a Game Boy game to play, it would be this. It would 100% be this. Either this or Link's Awakening. Link's Awakening is also very solid. But yeah, like, honestly, just so good. So good. Even to this day. And, you know, I mean, you know, yeah, that's about it. Do you have anything else to add about this game, Emma, or not at all? Like, I don't know how you think about... Nothing at all.
No, I know nothing.
Okay. Mario is missing his poison mushroom. This is just here for formalities. I don't think there's really much to say about it. It's just a very bad educational game. Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. Okay, so I've played through it twice. And man, that difficulty spike. Oh, that difficulty spike, bro. Would I play it over OG Super Mario Bros? Maybe. But that's about it. I think this game is kind of rough towards the second half. And look, you know, I'm not against difficulty. You know, I know I'm ranking a lot of the harder games a bit lower. But honestly, Super Mario World is fairly tough at points. But, you know, and look, I'm not against difficulty, right? But there's just a certain way to do it. And some of the later levels in this game have a lot of insta-kill stuff. Some of the later levels have a lot of really piss-poor enemy placement. And it is to the point where that does knock the game down a few points. Like, otherwise, I would genuinely put this in Superstar, but I just don't... the game just gets super rough towards the end. And I've not attempted the 100% run, but it's one of those games where I've heard people just straight up say, don't even fucking bother. It's one of the few Mario games where I've ever heard someone say, don't even fucking try it, just don't do it. And by the looks of it, I don't think I ever will. I just don't think I ever will. So for that reason, I'm putting it in Super Mushroom. But otherwise, this is a very solid game. Don't get it mistaken. The game controls very well. Visually, I really love the game. The soundtrack is fucking immaculate for this game. I don't like Baby Mario crying every 5 seconds whenever you get hit. That fucking sucks. And also, just in general, like, it's a really aesthetically pleasing game. I really do like what it's going for, and I think the first 3 worlds of this game are a very strong showing. It's just like world 4 to 6 is like where the game is just kind of falls off a bit. It kind of falls off a little bit towards the end, and it's very unfortunate. You know, And the more I think about it, it's like I really think Yoshi's Woolly World is the only great Yoshi game. I genuinely think Woolly World is the only Yoshi game that's more than just good. Which is really sad. So hopefully this new one actually hits, you know? That would be nice. That would be nice. Oh, man. But anyways, Emma, no opinion on this one, Yoshi's Island?
No.
You've played the DS version, haven't you?
Yeah, I like the DS version a lot.
Okay, see, I've heard mixed things about it.
I really liked it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get to it eventually. We got to do Yoshi's story first, though. Alright. Super Mario 64.
I put in Super Mushroom.
I might go Fire Flower on this. I think the more I think about it, and the more time passes, I genuinely think this is one of those games where I do like it more every time I play it. You know, like if I went back and 100% in 64 like right now, I mean I don't think I will, because I'm tired of playing through all these games at this point. You know, I need a bit of a break, but I think like I would like it even more than before. Like I genuinely think every time I play this game and the more I get accustomed to it, the more I enjoy it. I think it also helps that I have a reference for a bad version of Mario 64. I have a reference for an actual bad version of Super Mario 64. So I think that has made me appreciate the original even more in a lot of ways. It's such a simplistic fun, you know, just running around, jumping in this 3D space, all of Mario's moves. The controls are certainly dated. The controls definitely have their problems, and I think a lot of the level design is just kind of whatever. But I think this game just has the advantage of just being fun to play. Like it just has the advantage of just having good movement. It has the advantage of you know, just the factor of being the first of its kind, you know. And I think it really again, it's another Mario game that took strides to revolutionize things a lot. So I think that at least is a credit that it deserves. And even if I don't think it's great to go back to now, I do think that there's still a merit in playing it. Like I do think that it's a game that is worth checking out if you're curious. I don't think you need to go out of your way to play 64, but I think if you're curious, you should play it. Like, you know, like if I'm gonna recommend you a 3D Mario, I would tell you Galaxy, I would tell you 3D World, I would tell you Odyssey way before 64. But I do think that, you know, yeah, if you want to see the origins and you just want to get the feel for what Mario was like back then, I would definitely recommend 64. Or if you're just looking for a new kind of platformer to play that you haven't tried yet, you know, I think 64 is a solid enough one to try and get yourself into. As well, I think it's had such a massive cultural impact too that absolutely cannot be denied. So it definitely has that going for it. It definitely has all of that going for it, and I think that's been the most. I think that's been the best thing about it. So yeah, and that's all I have to say on 64. Emma, do you have any opinions on this game from what you've played of it?
I thought this one, it was okay, but I feel like that most people will get their like nostalgia from this version. Obviously mine is with the DS one. So for me, I've actually put lower than the DS one just because I have played the DS one more, and I haven't really played this one much because I've kind of had the thought of, well, I've played the DS one, so I'm not too sure if I would gain too much about playing the console version.
Yeah. That's fair. I mean, yeah, I think that's what it comes down to. I mean, I don't have any kind of nostalgic attachment to either version of the game, so when I look at them, I'm looking purely at, you know, what they offer as a game, and I'm looking at it as not just from the perspective of playing it now, but also, you know, what it was like when it came out. And comparing the two, I just think the original game just had so much more of a footprint that the DS one just couldn't possibly follow up on. And ultimately, when it comes to cultural zeitgeist, what aspect of 64 DS has really stuck with the public, right? The mini games, not the actual remake itself. So, you know, we'll get to that though. But, you know, I just think, you know, 64, you know, it has its problems. It's maybe not the best, but it certainly isn't bad. And I think I've really come around to it over the years. So yeah. Mario Kart 64, on the other hand, I do not like playing. Would I rank it over Mario Paint? I don't think so. No, I would rank it just over the first Super Mario Kart. I think it has the same problems where it's just not super good to play today. I think the characters being sprites kind of creates a lot of disconnect in the game feel. The controls feel really loose and wonky. The track selection it's okay. Like it's definitely better than Super Mario Kart, but it's really not anything too crazy, and I really don't know why Nintendo loves bringing back tracks from this game when most of them are just kind of there, you know? Like, even aesthetically, it's like, they're not even really super interesting. Like, what's the best track in Mario Kart 64? You know? Like, DK's Jungle Parkway, that's a cool one. Toad's Turnpike is neat. I do like that, even if, you know, compared to some of the other highway tracks we've gotten, it's not super interesting looking back. But I still think there's an element of fun to be had with this game, and I do think the battle mode is really good. Like, people talk about the battle mode a lot, and there's a reason for that. Like, it is genuinely really good. Like, low-key, the battle mode in 64 might be better than the main versus races, if I'm completely honest. You know, so I don't have too much more to say about it. I think it's just, you know, it definitely just doesn't hold up super well. I would go back to it over the original, but yeah, I think that there's just Mario Kart's just one of those. Mario Kart just like consistently gets better as well, a lot like the mainline games, but I think even more so. You're pretty much literally gonna see every subsequent Mario Kart is gonna rank better than the last one in most cases. So that's kind of what the case is with 64. You know, I think it's okay to go back to, but there is genuinely no reason to play this in 2025. There just isn't. There just isn't. Outside of battle mode. What do you think of it, Emma?
I mean, like you said, obviously there's not much reason to go back to it. But I have put in Super Mushroom because I like it more than Super Mario Kart, and also I prefer it over Super Circuit. So yeah, I've put it, I don't really know what to say. I put it there. I just feel like the items as well were kind of a bit more interesting in 64 in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, this game introduced the blue shell, so there's that at least. And
Yeah.
also, I'm pretty sure, I don't remember exactly, but I think it might have been some kind of bug or something that made it an actual thing that they turned it into.
I think I heard something about that the other day, that it was like some kind of bug to cover up a glitch or something like that.
So that's kind of crazy.
That was put in to cover up a bug or a glitch, is what I mean, so.
Yeah, but it's kind of crazy that such an integral part of the franchise came from that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I think that's what it comes down to. Also, this game was the first one to have the Moo Moo Meadows cow, so there you go. Even though it was Moo Moo Farm in this game. We follow that up with another Mario Kart. This time it's Super Circuit. And honestly, Super Circuit, that's just kind of underrated. I kind of like Super Circuit. Would I, you know, like, would I rank it super high? Maybe not. I'd play it over OG Super Mario Bros, but I would not play it over Yoshi's Island. I don't think. It is basically just better Super Mario Kart, to the point where it literally has all the tracks from Super Mario Kart. but it has the roster of 64, which I think is better. It has a lot of the items of 64, which I think is better. It has graphically as well. It's impressive for the GBA. It looks really nice. But ultimately, you're still dealing with the same problem that the first two games have, where your racer is a sprite, which means that, again, there's just going to be inherently a bit of a disconnect with the moving 3D track and the 2D sprite character you're playing as. Though I think this game does a better job of blending it, at least, than the first two did, if that makes sense. I feel like that the handling is very slippery in this one compared to Super Mario Kart, which is very, like, rigid. So that's kind of where they differ, but I think I kind of prefer that a little bit, at least in terms of, like, how the tracks are designed in this game. The Rainbow Road track is also really cool in this one, and I feel like no one ever talks about it. So yeah, it's got that going for it at least. So that's Super Circuit. That's all I got to say on it. That's why it's a Super Mushroom entry.
Is that for Super Circuit?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I put it literally just below Mario Kart 64, so in the Super Mushroom.
You think it's under 64?
Yeah.
Okay. Why is that?
I need to get the pictures up. My memory is super bad.
It's Super Circuit.
Oh yeah, okay, I remember this more now. Because I had to like look up, this is why I did my separates, because I had to go look up all the images to try and refresh my memory. This one I found very difficult to stay within the track. The control I feel wasn't that great. It was quite slippery.
Yeah, it was loose.
So it's like, I feel like the items as well were a bit more harsher if you got hit with them, if I remember correctly. I feel like when I was hit by something, it would sometimes just completely throw me off course, and I just had a really rough time whenever I would play this one. So yeah, I actually put it below 64.
Yeah, no, I actually completely forgot about how bad the item stun is in this game. Yeah, you do. It literally does kill all of your momentum if you get hit by something. It's terrible.
Yeah.
There's another Mario Kart that's pretty bad for that, but that one will rank fairly highly otherwise, but we'll get to that one. Luigi's Mansion 1. I think this is a superstar game. I really like Luigi's Mansion 1. I don't think I'd play it over these two games up here, just because I think, just again, inherently, I think when it comes to platformers, I am just going to kind of gravitate to those a bit more. That is my preferred genre. But Luigi's Mansion as kind of like a little adventure, like puzzle adventure game, like I think it's really freaking good. It's very short, which I actually do like, because I think it really encourages a lot of replay value. And just like the whole ranking system is really cool. Even if I didn't do super well during my playthrough. But yeah, it's like, I think this game has such a perfect vibe. I think having Luigi as the focus character was such a genius idea. Should it have been a GameCube launch title? I don't think so. I think launching with Luigi and not a Mario game was maybe not the best idea. And they probably should have focused more resources into getting Sunshine out for GameCube launch rather than this. And then this come out when Sunshine did, but that was 25 years ago now. I mean, there's no reason to think about it. But literally, what I will say is that I think just in terms of like the aesthetics, I think in terms of the theming of the game, it's just all super well done. Like, it's appropriately creepy, but like in a cartoony kind of way, where it's like, as a kid, I'd probably be pretty freaked out by this game. But still charmed enough by it to want to play through it. And honestly, it's one of those ones that I wish I played it sooner. Like, I really did. I really do wish I played it sooner. But yeah, it just has so much going for it. The only aspects of it I really don't like are some of the fights in there, namely the final Bowser boss. I thought was like super janky. I did not fucking enjoy that one bit. And also, I think sometimes it can be... I feel like the map system is a little bit archaic going back to it now. But other than that, very solid experience, very solid little side game here. And I can't wait to play the second game. I hear kind of mixed things about it, but it looks interesting to me. So we're going to be doing that this year. Trust and believe. And then next year we'll do Luigi's Mansion 3. You know how it is. And by then we might even have a Luigi's Mansion 4. But yeah, just a great sub-series. And I'm glad that it seems like it's getting the recognition in the pop culture sphere that it is now. You've not played it, have you? So we can move on.
No, I haven't played it.
Any opinions on it at all?
No.
Okay. Super Mario Sunshine.
I was gonna say I haven't played the original, but I have played there was a DS one, wasn't there? On DS?
Yeah, that's Luigi's Mansion 2. 3DS,
yeah,
Luigi's Mansion 2.
That.
There was also a remake of the first game on 3DS.
I don't know if I played the first one on the DS. But yeah, I've played at least 2 and 3, and I really liked them. So I'm gonna guess this was like quite fun, but that obviously it just improved over time. But yeah, I can't actually give it a ranking as I haven't actually played it.
To be fair, the first game is a very different kind of game than the second and third. I think the third game actually goes back to being more like the first, but the second game I hear is really different. To be fair, so I think there's value in playing it. I think you might still get something out of it if you wanted to go back to it ever. But yeah, so Super Mario Sunshine. I'm ranking this in Fire Flower tier. Now listen, I know that's very high for some, and the fact I have it above 64 might be considered sacrilegious. But look, okay, I've grown up, I've matured, and I've realized something. Super Mario Sunshine is such an aesthetically strong game that I can't be that mad at it. Like, listen, it has its problems. Oh my fucking god, it has its problems. Okay, I will be the first one to tell you this game has some dog shit, horse shit, fucking horrible design in it at times. Like, and that's the reason why it's not touching any other tier above this. But it is a fun time, you know, when this game hits, when they lock in and they give you some good missions, they give you some good mechanics to work with. Oh my god, like, this game is incredible. Like, it's amazing. It is amazing. I think just the pure moment-to-moment gameplay, the platforming, FLUDD, again, the aesthetics, the graphics, the music, it all holds up so freaking well. It's so, like, it genuinely is good to play even today. You know, Mario, he's very snappy, maybe a little too much at times, but he's very snappy, very responsive. FLUDD is just such a great platforming tool. I really like the attempt at a story. It's really bad, but I like the attempt at the story. You know, they tried, and they did voice acting, and it was a whole thing. You know, like, they tried to really take a step in a different direction with this game, and like, I just really want to see that again. You know, it seems like Nintendo is back in their weird era, so I'm hoping whatever the next major Mario game is, we see a lot of like kind of influence from Sunshine. You know, Odyssey already had a lot, but I hope whatever the next game is really takes what this game tried to do and like just does it a bit more successfully, because like I really think they had something here. I really do. I have nostalgia for the game as well, even if I didn't like it too much as a kid. But I think a lot like 64, like the more I play Sunshine, the more I enjoy it. And, you know, sure, the most recent playthrough was the 100% I did for the marathon. Or not for the marathon, for the retrospective. And, you know, the 100% journey definitely does suck. The blue coins are arse. I fucking hated it. Especially because, oh my god, what world was it? Gelato Beach? Bro, I missed one blue coin in Gelato Beach, and I kid you not, I spent like 3 hours alone looking for that thing, like across all the different missions. It was so bad. Oh, it was so bad. I don't know why they did it like that. Oh, the blue coins, man, the blue coins. But it's just, look, for all the bad things about this game, there are an equal number of things that are really good about it. But those things that are really good are so good that it keeps this game from being any lower than this for me. I like Super Mario Sunshine. I think it's a good game. I think it is a good game. That's all I gotta say. My opinions have changed a lot. I would not have said that shit even a couple years ago. But Emma, what do you think of it? Well, actually, I know what you think of it, but tell the people.
Poison.
Yeah, alright.
Poison mushroom. This game is absolutely terrible. I think I only managed to do 2 or 3 levels before I decide. You know where is it where you have to do the like PT fight?
That's the second mission of the first world.
Yeah, that's as far as I got. I think I did that, and then I got to the next. Like, I completed that mission eventually after so many tries again, so frustrated with it. And then after that, I'm pretty sure I just got really confused about what I was supposed to do, where I was supposed to go. I just really struggle with that game, so it is Poison for me.
Yeah,
I cannot stand it.
I think Super Mario Sunshine is an acquired taste. I think it's one of those games where you really either love it or hate it. I really think it is. Like, I don't think there's any middle ground with this game.
I absolutely hate it.
There was a time where I was the same. I thought the same. You know, maybe give it a few years. You know, give it a few years and maybe a playthrough or two, and you might really love it someday. I don't know. Maybe it'd be worth the chance. Let's talk about the game that we both absolutely love, though. Mario Kart Double Dash. That is a grand star game. Mario Kart Double Dash. Oh my god. Now they've finally perfected the Mario Kart formula. It only took them 4 games, but oh my god, just everything about it. Okay, let me actually start with one negative. I will say the handling in this game is a little difficult to get back into nowadays. It's very snappy, it's very loose, it's very quick to control. But once you get a good handle of it, oh my god, this game, nothing clicks like this game. It really doesn't. First of all, the track selection. This game has the strongest track selection of any Mario Kart. And I don't know why Nintendo hates bringing back tracks from this game. Where the fuck is Wario Coliseum? Like, you can't tell me that shit would not have been perfect for Mario Kart World. With the new trick system and the wall riding and everything, you're seriously telling me that track would not be fucking perfect for that game? How did it not come back? Why did we get Wario Stadium 64? Who the fuck wanted that? Bro, I'm mad about it now. At least we got Dino Dino Jungle. At least they gave us Dino Dino Jungle. But man, this game's Rainbow Road is peak. It's so underrated. It is... I think... Okay, Mario Kart World Rainbow Road is actually peak. So I think this is third now. Behind 3DS is still the best. Then it's World. Then it's this game's Rainbow Road. People do not talk about how good Double Dash Rainbow Road is. It just doesn't get its flowers. I don't know why. The city tracks are amazing. No idea why they never bring those back. Oh my god. Freaking Dry Desert is amazing. The circuit tracks are actually really good for once. Like, this game has the best circuit tracks in the series. It has everything. Waluigi Stadium. Like, dude, come on. Freaking DK Mountain. Like, do I need to say anything else? This game gave us kart customization for the first time. You can choose different cars. The double dash mechanic. I didn't even fucking mention the main point of the game. Having 2 characters on one car. Being able to play that in co-op. This game is incredible. The battle mode is amazing. This game has everything. I fucking love Double Dash. Grand Star easily. That's all.
I have put this as the Grand Star. This is... I feel like saying it's my favorite Mario Kart. Now, I'm kind of at a conflict with that because obviously, like, in some of the later games, it looks a lot better, a lot cleaner. obviously there's some really cool tracks like in the later games as well. But I just love the concept of Double Dash. I love how you can get special items depending on what characters you have as well.
I forgot about the special items.
Yeah, like if you're like Donkey Kong, you get a gigantic banana peel and things like that.
Oh, this game is so peak.
It's like, I always wonder why they have never brought it back. Like, it's such an amazing concept. They just had so many cool ideas with it, and they just haven't touched on it again. So,
yep.
I've put it at the top of my Grand Star.
One day, look, we're past the era of the N64 stands, all right? Us GameCube kids, all right? This was our game. They got to start repping us. They got to start repping the GameCube era. The fact that this wasn't one of the first games they showed off during the GameCube Switch Online thing is crazy to me. How is this not one of the first games they considered? Like, it's fucking Mario Kart. Like, I don't know why they hate this game so much. I just don't get it. Fuck Nintendo, man. Anyway, Mario Pinball Land is a certified poison mushroom. It's not as bad as Mario is Missing, but it is definitely bad, and I would rather play Super Mario Bros. 2. We're moving on, right? There's nothing else to say about Mario Pinball Land?
Now, I've put Pinball Land in Fire Flower.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right.
Listen, okay, I haven't played it, but...
That's a good argument. That's a great argument.
I really love pinball games.
Okay, what about Sonic Spinball?
Yeah, but if I'm remembering that correctly, that didn't look very good quality. Sonic Spinball. Wasn't that the one that was like gonna give people headaches?
No.
Or am I not remembering this correct? I don't know, Spinball might be quite cool as well.
Spinball is, I mean, it's not good. Spinball isn't good, but I'd rather play that over this. Okay, then neither. But there is no good pinball video game. Can we just? The only good pinball game was the one that came free on freaking Windows XP. That's it. That's it.
I like puzzle kind of things, and although I don't know if most people would count a pinball game as a puzzle, but I just find it really interesting. Like, there's pinball mini games in some Mario parties, right? Or in a Mario Party.
Yeah, there is.
And I really enjoy playing that. And I used to, when I was younger, also would play with we had like a little pinball machine at my house and that I would play with often. So I don't know, I really like pinballs. So the reason why I'm putting it like that is it's a pinball, and I'm interested to seeing if it was good or not. Like, I really like the concept of a Mario pinball game.
Okay, ignoring that very oddly specific flex that you snuck in there. Yeah, you know, I mean, look, I'm gonna get you to play this at some point, and you're gonna look back on this and you're gonna feel really silly.
So, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna be like, this is awesome.
I genuinely think you're gonna hate it.
And then you're going
without a shadow of a doubt.
I don't know.
Mario 64 DS is fucking miserable. Is it Poison Mushroom bad? No. But fuck if I'm ever playing this again. I would much rather play Lost Levels and quite literally anything above it. This game is easily Mini Mushroom. It just... oh my god, they got everything wrong. They got absolutely everything wrong. So, what was the main thing I praised about Mario 64, right? The moveset. The moveset, the mechanics, and when you get going with a good pace, the game can feel good. That is completely and utterly stripped away in 64DS. Because you don't control the game with a control stick. You control it with a D-pad and or a touchpad. Now, you know, if you're like me and you emulate the game to play it with a control stick, it still isn't even good because you don't get the same travel with it, you know? It's just like whenever you input direction, that's the way you go. They got a run button and oh my god. Okay, can I just talk about the character selection? So, I really like the idea of multiple playable characters in a 3D Mario game, and I hope that the next 3D Mario game does this. But can we just not do this shit where every character has to have a separate fucking moveset? It's so terrible because literally you start the game with Yoshi and it's like, all right, Yoshi's fine, but it's like when you unlock Mario and when you especially unlock Luigi, there is no fucking reason to ever use Yoshi or Wario. They're just unequivocally nowhere near as good as the other two. Then there's just some of the new missions. Some of the new missions are just fucking ass. It's just it's either incredibly unclear or it just overcomplicates the gameplay of 64, which, you know, was purposefully made to be simple because it was the first of its time, right? So, it's like it feels like they fucked up every conceivable aspect of this thing. Like, it's so bad. It's so fucking bad. The only thing it has going for it over the original is that the graphics look better. That's literally it. Every other added thing, every other update, everything they removed from the original is literally done for the worse. It's quite literally done for the worse. There is absolutely no fucking reason to play Mario 64 DS. It's just not good. It's just plain and simple not good. Don't bother. Do not waste your time. Play the original. What's up, Pep? How's it going? You joined in the middle of my Mario 64 DS rant. The original game. Listen, all right. I'm an OG Mario 64 truther. Okay, they will never make me play DS ever again. It's just not happening. Oh my god, it sucks. And yeah, you know, there's the mini games. The mini games are fun, but like I don't really consider that like part of the game. Honestly, that could be a whole separate thing. Plus, literally, New Super Mario Bros. DS has all the mini games from 64 DS and more. So there's literally no reason to go back to this game ever when the best aspect of it is in a much better game. So there you go.
Now for me, I put in Fire Flower.
This is insane.
And the reason I put in Fire Flower is because of the flower minigame. Where you're picking the petals. And the flower has a smiley face, sad face. Smiley face, sad face. I would do that over and over.
So your favorite part of the game is the part where there's very minimal gameplay. I see.
It's also like it is one of the only Mario platforming type games that I played growing up, because I've mentioned it like before every now and then, but I didn't get much actual console time. It was always like while my brothers got to be on the consoles and I just had to put up with I mean, I'm grateful I had it, don't get me wrong, but I had to be on either the DS or my PSP, which I know I'm fortunate that I had those things, don't get me wrong, but it just meant that I didn't get to play things on the consoles. So this was just one of the few things Mario-wise that I got to play growing up. So it just has more memories and more time put into it than the original 64 from the console. So yeah, that's also my reasoning.
Okay, well look, that's fair. And like I said as well, it's like, yeah, I don't have the nostalgic attachment to this or the original game, so literally I'm coming at it from that perspective of like, yeah, that's just what I've played. And yeah, no, I just prefer the original. I just think the original is better. Emma's new mic is very crisp. That it is very crisp. I went ahead and did the thing. You know, so there we go.
Yep. Now I just need the new Switch.
I can't make miracles happen, but you know, there you go. Anyways, Mario Kart DS. Actually, I don't know where I would rank this one. It's definitely not as good as Double Dash. Okay, I think I would play it over Mario 64. But I don't think I would play it over Mario Sunshine. I know that sounds crazy, but I don't know. I just don't. It's a great game. Don't get me wrong. Like Mario Kart DS is very solid. I just don't think there's really much reason to go back to it. To be honest, I can't think of anything this game really has that the other games don't. If I'm being real, like what did this game give us? I mean, I guess it gave us retro tracks, but then it's like technically Super Circuit did that first because it had the SNES courses in it. Obviously, it was a little bit different, you know. I mean, the DS was the first game to give us, you know, the main what's it called? The retro tracks in the way that we have them now. Mission mode? Okay, see, that's probably the thing. Because I've actually I've not touched the mission mode in this game at all. Like, I genuinely have not. So maybe that's kind of what I'm missing with this one, that I think would maybe rank it higher. Never Forget mission mode shit was fire. See, but I didn't play it though, so I can't really give it that. I can't really give it that too much. But I do think it's really solid, even outside of that. You know, I think it has a good course selection. I think the game handles really well. The character roster is pretty cool. The character roster is pretty damn cool. I think there's some really nice additions. Rob was really cool to have in there. I think also this was the first game where Dry Bones was playable. If I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure DS was the first game to have Dry Bones playable. So I think that alone is what would put it up here. You should go play it at some point. You can finish that shit quickly. I did want to do that like a while back. I think after we did the initial playthrough on stream, I was like, yeah, I do want to do a mission mode stream, but we just haven't gotten around to that yet. That probably won't be for a while. We have a lot of things on our slate, especially after that last direct. So yeah. We'll get to it though. I'll make sure to actually like note it down so that, you know, we do that at some point. Doo-doo. But yeah, no, definitely a really solid game. I think yeah, mission mode I'm sure is something that it's worth coming back to for. But outside of that, like, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like the other games kind of just do it better. But it is a really solid game, so that's why it's Fireflower rank, which is still really good, really solid. I would recommend. I think it's one of those ones that is kind of a must play. Even if there isn't like too much unique about it outside missions. Emma, what do you think? You played this a lot, right?
Yeah, this was another thing that I played a lot because obviously it was on the DS. I really loved the like battle areas, specifically the TART one and the DS.
Oh yeah, the battle arenas were cool.
I really like, I would play. This was one of the things as well, because I would play it with my one friend I had back then that had a DS as well. So this was when I was in primary school, so I would take my DS in at golden time and we'd be sat there playing like the shine battles or the balloon battles. Yeah. And it's one of the only times I've ever actually done something like that, where I've taken a console and played with someone else in that kind of environment. So this just has a lot of those memories with me, like doing the races and the battle modes.
Yeah.
So I have put it in Superstar just because of the memories behind it. I thought the tracks and the battle courses had some really cool designs, and yeah, just found it really fun. Nice.
Excavator Waluigi, never forget. Excavator Waluigi was kind of raw, I can't lie. That was kind of raw. Super Mario Strikers. Now, I actually only played this game for the first time very recently. As in, like, maybe a couple months ago when it dropped on NSO. This game's really cool. This game is really cool. I would rank it at a low Fireflower ranking. Obviously, going back to it now, there's not a lot of content. The character roster is kind of small. There's not a lot of, there's not a lot of arenas to pick from. But I think for what it is, and I think considering its age, this is a 20-year-old game. It holds up really well. The game plays really well. The controls are smooth. I really like the item play a lot. There's a lot of really in-depth mechanics as well. Like, this game has a lot of really cool tech in it, to the point where, like, at times it doesn't even really feel like a football game. It feels like a fighting game, and I kind of really fucking love that. Like, that's really, really cool. Now, obviously, Mario Strike. You might notice Mario Strikers Charged is not on here, but that is only because we have not played that one on stream. Actually, why is Mario Strikers Battle League on here? Have we played? We have played that on stream, haven't we? Or did I just make that up?
I am not 100%
I actually don't think we have. Okay, yeah, this is not supposed to be on here. I don't know why I put this on here. So anyway, as of now, yeah, this is the only Mario Strikers we played on stream. I don't know why I put this here, but yeah, Charged I still think is better. I think it holds up a little bit better. But yeah, this game is still really good. I think it's a solid little time. You can waste like a good few hours on it and have a good time with it, and I think it still has some pretty cool gameplay. Very nice stuff. Any opinions on this one, Emma? Have you've played it, right?
Yeah, but I really didn't like it, so I'll put it in Mini Mushroom.
Ooh, damn. Fair enough, fair enough. Footy ain't for everyone, Footy ain't for everyone. But anyways, new
terrible.
Super Mario Brothers. I mean, it's alright. Like, I don't know, man. I would rank it top of Super Mushroom. I think it has the exact same problem as Yoshi's Island, where I think the first half of the game is really strong. The second half just completely nosedives in terms of level design and enemy placement, especially at the end of the game. Oh my fucking god. That final world has some really dogshit enemy placements. Like, it's so bad. And grabbing the star coins was such a fucking nightmare in some of those levels, man. It was no good. But up to that point, it's a fairly solid game, I think the controls are really... I feel like the controls are kind of slow and really floaty. But other than that, it does feel good to play. And I think in terms of just being the first new Super Mario Bros. Game, I think it had a good setup to it. Taking things back to basics. And, there are a few ways where I feel like it... there are a few ways where I feel like it kind of takes some steps back. From games like Super Mario World. I feel like in terms of the exploration aspect, I feel like in terms of just like aesthetically, I feel like it's definitely a step back from Super Mario World, and even just mechanically in some ways. But I think for the time it came out and for being the first of what it was, it's fine, but ultimately I just don't think there's really much reason to go back to it, when I think the other new Super Mario Bros. Games, like all of them, are just better. I know obviously the big thing with it is the fatigue. So I feel like for a lot of people, this is the best one because it was the first they played, and then like the later ones are worse. But I feel like it's the other way for me. I tend towards the other games more than this first one. I think there are elements of it that are kind of rough to go back to. First game I ever 100% completed. Dang. What was the first one I ever did? It's probably Super Mario World. I think that was Super Mario World for me. Which, obviously that game is amazing. But yeah, it just isn't quite on that level. And yeah, I think it takes a lot of steps back from Mario 3. I think it doesn't have nearly the uniqueness that Mario Land 2 has, which is why it does rank quite a bit lower than those other games. But it's not bad, like it's fine. It's okay. Like, I think you can go back and you can have a decent time with it. I don't particularly care for it. I just think the other new Soup games generally have a higher bar for quality than this one does. Emma, what do you think? This is another one I think you're pretty heavy on.
I put in Fireflower. I really enjoyed it, but like you said, the other ones for me, I have ranked higher.
Yeah.
Just because obviously I feel like as they release the newer ones, obviously they did improvements to make it better. But for what it was, I feel like it was like incredible, like how it came out originally anyways. So I do still really, really like it. It's just I like the other ones more.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Cool. What it do? Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? How's it going? How's it going? Welcome to chat, guys. By the way, in case you didn't see
Josh.
it, pinned at the top there is the link to this tier list, which I actually made myself. So, yeah. Also, in terms of the game lineup here, it is all the ones we've played on stream. So if there are some games missing, that is why. Or if there's just some otherwise weird inclusions on it. So yeah, it's just the ones we've done on stream. Okay. Except for Super Mario RPG, but we did cover it, so I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm still gonna include it because we did cover a lot with it. This tier list is wrong. Mario is missing his Grand Star. Absolutely the fuck not. What I will tell you is Grand Star is Super Mario Galaxy. Okay. Except not really. Actually, it is Superstar. Super Mario Galaxy. You know what? Let's jump the gun a little bit. I'm feeling crazy. Super Mario Galaxy 2 is Grand Star. So let's talk about both while we're here. But yeah, so Mario Galaxy 1. Really great levels. Amazing concept. Bringing Mario into space and having all that anti-gravity mechanics was just such a fantastic kind of pitch for this game. And once upon a time, I would have said it's better than the second game. You know, like there was a time where I would have been a Galaxy 1 guy. But after 100%ing both, yeah, Galaxy 2 kind of got that shit. I think Galaxy 1 is a very easy game. You know, it's a pretty chill playthrough for the most part. It's got the vibes for sure. Yep, you're definitely right about that. I think it's got the atmosphere. It's got the vibes. It's got the it's got the story. Even the presentation, I think, to an extent, with stuff like the hub world, you know, the Comet Observatory, and being such a kind of warm feeling hub, you know, like it's always a place you can go to and it feels like your home. And it's just such a it's just so immaculately designed from start to finish. Like there's so much creativity, there's so much experimentation with this game. There's a reason why a lot of people to this day will still point to Galaxy as being the best game of all time. Now take that and somehow make it even better with more creative levels, better visuals, Yoshi, and just generally being a bigger experience, you know? The Green Stars being an additional kind of campaign in there. And, you know, I don't think it's perfect. I don't think the Green Stars are perfect. But I think they do add a lot to the game that kind of brings it more towards that exploration side that I think the first game was kind of missing, where it was very linear. But Galaxy 2 just has so many amazing fun moments. It might not be as cinematic, but I think it certainly has the fun aspect down pat. It's a lot more challenging. I think I think the final challenges are still some of the most creatively and difficult design levels Nintendo have ever made. And yeah, just in general, like Galaxy 2 just holds up immensely well after 15 years. Galaxy 1 also is no slouch, but yeah, these two games are absolutely a fantastic combo. And it's really cool to see them come back for Switch 2. Just very unfortunate that it had to be at the cost that it is. I seriously, I'm not going to be buying that. I'm not going to be buying those Switch ports because that's fucking crazy. I was thinking about this earlier. I want you guys to process this for a second. So you guys remember Super Mario 3D All-Stars, right? And, you know, we all complained about how it was $60 for completely unchanged ports of Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy, right? Here's the thing with that, right? It was $60 for 3 games. They're now charging you $70 for 2 games. One of which is also Galaxy 1, which was on 3D All-Stars. If you take the value literally, and you say it's $60, 3 games, so that's $20 a game, versus this, where they're charging you separately $40 for each game, that kind of seems like a pretty bad deal, right? Especially if you already got 3D All-Stars. So I don't know why the fuck they did that. And I'm certainly not buying it. Look, I know I'm the Nintendo glazer. I know I'm the Mario glazer. But look, there's certain things like this where I'm just like, no, we're just not. I'm not putting my money towards that. Absolutely not. I have more than enough ways to play these games by this point. I'm good. I am good. And honestly, even if you haven't experienced the games, I still don't think that's even really a good way to do it. I would just emulate them. Just emulate them. Just get original hardware. Wii's are fairly cheap to come by nowadays. I think you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You can figure it out. But yeah, that's my opinion on the Galaxy games. Emma, you have not played either of these, and I do think at some point we should fix that. I do think at some point we got to fix that. I was just thinking, you guys weren't here, but I was just thinking we should do a stream series where we get Emma to play some of these games. She hasn't played World either, so we're going to get her to play some goated Mario games for a few streams there. I think that would be fun down the line.
I haven't really played 2 either as well.
Mario 2?
Yeah, I haven't really played.
Well, you don't need to play that one.
I haven't played Mario 2 or 3, to be honest.
You don't need to play Mario 2.
I played some, but not much.
That's okay. We can skip Mario 2. That's fine. That's fine. We don't need to do that. But yeah. Anyways, next is the Olympic Games. The first Olympic Games specifically, the 2008 one. And yeah, man. I mean, it was cool to see Mario and Sonic crossover. Obviously, it's nothing crazy to go back to now. I would probably rank it right about here. I think right about there in Super Mushroom. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good little mini game collection. It was a monumental moment to see these two gaming giants come together. It's really unfortunate that this series is dead, but I do hope that it means that there's potential for another Mario and Sonic crossover in the future, especially because it feels like now the franchises are they're close to being on equal footing, a lot more than they certainly were back in 2008. So, I'd really love to see another Mario and Sonic type crossover game, whether it ends up being a fighting game or an RPG, or they do actually go the platformer route, as difficult as that would be to make. It would be interesting. It'd certainly be interesting to see. What do you mean, guys? The 4K resolution and literally nothing else justify $80. They're charging $80 for Mario Tennis, where I can literally go to either Switch Sports or the 2020 Olympics and have the exact... Okay, that's fucking cap. Switch Sports and 2020 Olympics, you couldn't get better examples than that? Really? Bro, you picked the most dog shit examples. Okay, Mario Tennis, at least looks fun. So I think I can justify paying for that. I can justify paying for that one, but not the fucking ports. The ports that's ridiculous. That's fucking crazy. At least with Tennis, I feel like I can get my value for money. But Galaxy, I could just play on other shit and have the same experience. So there's no reason. There's just no reason to put my money on that. What do you think of the Olympic Games, Emma? How do you feel about it? You've played it a lot.
I have put it in... Is this just for the first one?
Yes, this is just the 2008 one.
I put it in Super Mushroom because there are ones that are on that I think were better. So this one is just lower down for that reason.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't even know.
We really do need to get around to those other Olympic Games. Actually, we need to do Winter Olympics next.
I don't even know what sports did they even have then?
It was just the basic ones. You had the track and field events, you had swimming, you had archery, and they also had some of the dream events too.
Oh, okay.
There was the dream 400 meters one where you're in dry desert and you get all the power-ups and stuff. But yeah, this one was good. It was good. I think that the later games were just better though, especially 2012. I don't get why the fuck you guys hate 2012 so much, but it's the best one. So anyway, moving on. Mario Kart Wii. I think Mario Kart Wii is a very safe superstar ranking. I would put it above Luigi's Mansion and Mario Land 2, but below Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Bros. 3. I think that is a good little thing there. I like Rio and Tokyo. See, I feel like, okay, Tokyo is fine. Rio and Sochi, the Winter Olympics, those ones were dog shit. Those ones were fucking terrible. The Wii U ones were so dog shit, man. They were so fucking bad. I did not like them at all. I was so disappointed with those when they came out. I haven't gotten the chance to play the other one, so I don't know about Winter or 2008. Nah, you got to play those originals. I'm telling you, play those, and you will see how bad the Wii U games are. Like you'll get it. You'll understand it. Like the fact that there were no Dream events during that era is actually so sad. Like Dream events are like pretty much the big appeal, if we're honest. But anyways, what does Mario Kart Wii have? It has a fantastic track selection. It has a great roster of characters. It has iconic music. And it introduced bikes into the series. Now, yeah, they were disgustingly broken to the point where, like, there's no reason to ever use something that isn't a bike in Mario Kart Wii. But, look, like, good ass game, right? I think we can all agree on that. I don't think there's really much more to say. Like, it just, there's a reason. Oh, shit, sorry. There's a reason why this game is so popular within the Nintendo community. There's a reason why Nintendo keeps bringing back tracks from this game like it's the only fucking game in the series. It's because it really was just that good. Like it was. I can't even lie. The Dream Skateboarding was literally Sonic Riders, but mid. It really was. It really was. And now we have Sonic Riders, but also kind of good. You know, we have Sonic Riders, but it's back to being good again with Cross Worlds. What do you think of Mario Kart Wii, Emma? Is this one you played a lot?
Yeah, I played this one a lot. Now, I really liked the motion control in this one.
I didn't. I hate motion controls.
I remember specifically, you know, the like steering wheel you would get where you would put the Wii remote in the middle?
Yeah.
I would always try and use that because I really enjoyed playing with that. But I feel like, I don't know if this is just me, but I feel like the control, like motion control now, because I know they like do an option where you can do that if you would like, but I don't think it's as good as anymore, so I don't use it anymore. But I thought it's something that was really good in Mario Kart Wii.
I don't know, I feel like the motion control has improved. Well.
I like the tracks, I like the music. So yeah, I put this one in Fire Flower because there's ones that I prefer over it. But I think it's a very solid Mario Kart.
Okay. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. This game is pretty great. I think one of my favorite things about it is just the absolute flow state you can get into. It just feels really good to play. Where would I rank it? I'd rank it above Mario Kart Wii, but under Super Mario 3. I think that's a good place for a superstar right there. But yeah, this game is just really good. Like, I think it holds up really nicely. I think the multiplayer aspect is a lot of fun, you know. It does end up becoming a kind of game where you're killing your friends a lot more than you're killing enemies. But that's what makes it fun, you know. It's just that fun, chaotic goodness that you can't get enough of. And this game pretty much pioneered that. I feel like, you know, people always talk about how there's a lot of quote-unquote friend slop games coming out nowadays. You know what I think it is? I think it's people that grew up playing New Super Mario Bros. Wii multiplayer and then being like, dude, we gotta replicate that, like, yelling at your friends kind of experience. And that's why we're getting a lot of games like that. By the way, we gotta stop calling it friend slop. We gotta find a different name for games like that. But, yeah, you know, I feel like a lot of that originated from this game. I feel like this is really the pioneer of that. And, yeah, just beyond that, some really good level design. This game brought back the Koopalings for the first time in like freaking 20 years, which was crazy. It was really freaking cool. It was really freaking cool, man. Honestly. Is it a skill issue to say the Ghost House stage in Mario World kicked my ass despite trying it 25 times over? Honestly, yes. Yes, it is. I can't even lie. That definitely that is kind of a skill issue. I can't lie to you, man. I can't lie to you, man. To be fair, I've been playing that game for like almost freaking a decade and a half at this point. So, you know, maybe I'm a little disillusioned, but that shit is not hard. But anyways, yeah, just a really solid platformer in general, you know. I think also by this point, it only being the second New Soup game, there wasn't all the kind of fatigue around it. It was also only the second one I played. I played U first. U was actually the first one I played. Then it was this one. So, you know, I feel like on all ends, you know, the fatigue wasn't quite felt when this game came out with the new Super Mario Bros. Stuff. So, you know, the fact that it repeated the level themes and stuff from DS, you know, it wasn't all too bad. But definitely, I do wish that there could have been some more inspired locations and a little more creativity put into them with this one. In my honest opinion. But really, really fantastic game, though. 100% recommend. I do think this is a game that is worth coming back to in today's age. So that's all I've got on it. New Super Mario Bros. Wii.
I feel like he calls in these pauses. I have put it in Superstar.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked the Yoshis in it, the propeller hats as well. I also liked the level design and the music. But there are others that I've put others above it. But yeah, this is just another. I realized that I really like the new games.
I mean, yeah, they're
like
good. They're good.
The new games are like, as in the new Super Mario games. Like, pretty much all of them are either Fire Flower or Superstar. So...
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, they're all good games, like, for sure. I think honestly, like, it really does just come down to the fact that we did get so many of them, and they did get so repetitive after a while that, like, I think that's why the series kind of has the reputation that it does. But ultimately, yeah, they're all solid games. Like, there's no denying that. So, yeah, and we just happens to be one of the best of them. So there we go. Next is a game that I really don't fucking care for whatsoever. Super Mario 3D Land. Super Mario 3D Land. It is just... It's really just there. It's really just there. I would put it right here. Right here. In Super Mushroom. I would play New Super Mario Bros. Over this game. Because... at the very least, New Super Mario Bros. Is like going back to the 2D style for the first time, which was something that hadn't been seen since Mario Land 2. Super Mario 3D Land is kind of an attempt to blend linear 3D gameplay with like 2D level design sensibilities. And it was an interesting idea. An idea that's done much better by the sequel. But... There's just not a lot to really say about this game. Like, it's just kind of whatever, you know? And ultimately, the big thing with this game is there's two playthroughs. There's basically two playthroughs of this game. The first playthrough is World 1 to World 8. You get to the end of the game, you beat Bowser, you save Peach, right? That's the lame half of the game. The good half of the game is the special worlds. But even then, some of the special world levels are a little too extreme. Some of them are a little too extreme. I feel like the difficulty balancing during the first half of the game just doesn't exist, where it's entirely too easy. But then you get to special world, and it's like you get some levels that are like a good, decent challenge. And then you get some levels where it's just completely fucking bullshit difficult out of absolutely nowhere. And then it just goes back to being kind of like regular standard difficulty. And it's like, I just like where's the consistency? It's like you'll go to a level where it's like just a simple get to point A to point B, and then the next stage is like, oh man, you gotta fucking avoid goddamn cosmic clone Mario while you have like 100 seconds on the clock and it's a castle level, so good fucking luck. It's like it's like, what the fuck are we doing? It's like, it feels like like this game was rushed. This game absolutely was rushed, and it is because of the earthquake that happened in Japan around the time of this game's development. It really did shake things up, and this game wasn't given any kind of deadline extension or anything. So literally, the game was rushed, and you can tell, you can really feel it in some areas that it is just lacking a little bit of polish. The game feel isn't all that great. But at the end of the day, it's still a 3D Mario game, so, I mean, it's decent. Like, it's a decent game to play. I just don't think there's really any reason to go back to it. There's just it just does not offer anything unique whatsoever. And I think out of literally every single mainline Mario game, it is the one that I've seen people talk the least about. I've seen more people talk about New Super Mario Bros. 2 than Super Mario 3D Land. So, yeah, I think that's about it. I had good memories with 3D Land, not gonna lie. SpongeBob with a bomb strapped to his chest gift. That was the developers during this game, man. They really were suffering. Like, you do have to feel for them. They literally had to outsource it. They had to outsource some elements of the development for the first ever time because literally they were falling behind so much. But yeah, if this game just had a little more time, it would be better. I don't think it would be that much better, but it would be better. But as of now, yeah, I think this is a decent ranking for it. I think it just like half of the game is just kind of like whatever, and then it's just not really. It just doesn't really do anything. It just doesn't do anything really to write home about at all. So that's all I got to say on 3D Land.
I have put it in Superstar, and I've actually put above Wii.
Jesus.
Super Wii. Because once again, it's one of the... Well, this was on the 3DS, but it's just a game that I played so much. I really, love playing this. This is probably the game I have played the most of everything on this list.
Wow.
Just because when it came out was when I was more getting into these card games, because when I was younger, I was one of the type of people that was playing these My Pony games and My Horses and dog and cat games and farm games. I was really into animal care type games and those, ones. So this was where I actually started moving from that into platforming games, which I'm still not great at, but this was the first proper experience where it was the most enjoyable for me. So yeah, I've put quite high.
Okay, yeah, I think 3D Land is a good casual game. I just think compared to the rest of the series, it just it doesn't do anything for me. As a hardcore Mario fan, it just does not really, it just doesn't hit. It just doesn't hit the same way. But it's not bad. It's not bad. That's why it's in Super Mushroom. I think there is fun to be had with this game for sure. It just doesn't. It's just not as much as with other games. Mario Kart 7. You guys got to stop fucking sleeping on Mario Kart 7. I'm not even gonna lie. That shit is a superstar entry. All right. This game actually introduced so much to the Mario Kart series. It gave us gliders. It gave us underwater driving. You can play as the Honey Queen. What other game lets you play as the fucking Honey Queen? She's not even in Mario Kart World. They gave Stingby a freaking slot, but not her somehow. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, this game has really cool tracks as well. Has the best Rainbow Road in the series. And just a whole bunch of other ones. Woohoo Town was a really cool one. Music Park, amazing track. There's just so much going for this one. Absolutely fantastic retro track selection as well. This game has everything going for it. It really does. And I think ultimately the biggest downfall of this game is just the fact that it came before Mario Kart 8. It was the one right before Mario Kart. Literally, that's what it is. It's sandwiched between Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart Wii. And it's like, those are the two biggest games in the franchise. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not really fair, right? It feels like it's kind of the forgotten middle child of those three games. But, you know, I think it's about time the game gets the respect it deserves. And it ranks up on this list. Now, I'm thinking I will put it right next to Wii. I would genuinely argue they're just about as good as each other. I think Wii has the slight advantage of just having a little bit better of a track selection. Also, really good retros for Wii. Wii has some really, really great retro tracks in there too. But yeah, both games are just incredibly solid. And I think 7 definitely deserves a lot more love. Really great game. Really great game. Wish I played it sooner. What's your opinion, Emma?
7 for me is in... I have quite a few in Superstar, actually. Looking at your list and then looking at my list, I feel like... Obviously, I know you're not done with your list yet, but I have less at the bottom than you do, surprisingly. I don't know if it might be just a case of because you're more passionate about it and you're more of a Mario fan than I am. You're more like critical with these, whereas I'm more like relaxed. I'm like, yeah, I enjoyed this game, so it's quite high. You're also thinking about like, okay, what did this mean for Mario at the time? How does it hold up now? Whereas I'm just like, yeah, I enjoyed this game. I enjoy picking petals off a flower, so that goes quite high. But yeah, I put this one in Superstar as well. I don't know, it's like I said, a lot of my games are high up are either DS/3DS games or the new Super games. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. However, I did mark it below Mario Kart DS because Mario Kart DS just has a lot more nostalgia for me, better memories. Mario Kart 7, when that came out, there was no more golden time, so I didn't get to like take it into school and play with my friend anymore. It was literally just me sat at home playing it on my own, having like maybe 10 minutes to play it, and then I had to go and do something, or you know, while my brothers interrupted. So I kind of fell victim to, I did get to play as much, but I still recognize that it was a really good game and I did have fun with it when I got to. So yeah.
Okay. Good stuff. Yeah, see, I'm just not much of a handheld person, so I didn't really. I guess I missed out on the whole kind of like download play era. So that's one of the only things I kind of regret about that, is that I wish I could have had that experience of like taking it in and playing with friends. But also I grew up in like poor areas, so people didn't have video games where I was. So you know, there was that. We couldn't afford that shit. But anyways, New Super Mario Bros. 2. I think it's pretty good. I do think it's pretty good. I would put it probably right about here. Nah. I would put it at the top of Fire Flower. I actually think this game is incredibly solid. I think this is a really damn good game. I think ultimately, like, I think it has the same. Okay, so I think the strength this game has is the same strengths that Wii has, which is that I think this game has a good flow state to it. I think it has good level design. The flow state isn't as good as Wii's. It kind of almost is a middle ground between Wii and the original game. Like some of the floatiness of the OG is kind of back for this one, but again, that I think, like I said in my retrospective, I think that comes down to it being a handheld game, and obviously like a much floatier game feel is better for a smaller screen. Yada yada yada. You know the spiel. So I think when it comes to this game, the big thing is obviously the coin collecting. And look, okay, it's not the most creative mechanic they've ever done. It's not even really an interesting mechanic. If we're being honest, but it is satisfying. Like there's just a primal satisfaction from just getting loads of coins, and the ways that they have you do that are really fun. The coin block head where you run around and you collect coins as you run. The freaking golden flower, which I just absolutely loved. Like, I thought that thing was so satisfying to use and break up massive things and get tons of coins out of it. And the sound design for it was really good. I felt like the level design was really solid in this game. I feel like it made good use of power-ups. This game had better Mega Mushroom use than the original Super Mario Bros. And that new Super Mario Bros. And that was the main selling point of that game. So it's crazy that the sequel, where that's not even the selling point, does it better. In fact, pretty much every game that has the Mega Mushroom did it better than the original new Super Mario Bros. I have no idea why they fumbled it so bad there. That's another thing I kind of don't really love about that one. But yeah, this game is really good here. I think it you know, it doesn't do anything like too new or unique, but at least it has like a USP, which is something I can't say about 3D Land. Like, what's the USP there? Just, oh, the Tanuki suit is back. That's literally it. And, you know, at least this has something a little bit different to it, so I can give it credit for that. And also, the game in Europe released on my birthday, so like I said, you know, that means it's got to be one of the best Mario games. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's about it for New Super Mario Bros. 2. That's all I got to say on it. Just yeah, good solid game. I feel like it's very underrated. I feel like it gets a lot of hate. I think it's a fun time, personally. I think it's really, really solid.
I put it at the top of Superstar. I really love collecting all the coins. Because for me, everyone knows I'm not good at Mario games. So the fact that in this I was getting all those coins, it made me so happy when I was younger. I was like, wow, I'll get so many coins in this game. I'm finally getting good at like these type of games. It didn't process in my mind that actually it was just super easy to get the coins. So I was so happy when this came out, and I was collecting all those coins. And because when you collected the coins, you still got 1-ups, didn't you?
Yeah, this was the era where they made it way too easy to get lives. Like, this is one of those, like, 3D Land had the same problem where it's like literally you will never ever game over in these games, and it's just like thank God that Odyssey got rid of lives, but then Wonder brought them back, and like you can buy lives in that game, so it's like, what the fuck are we even doing? Like, why is this here? We gotta stop.
See, it's like I would like game over a lot as well. So because of getting all those coins and then getting lives because of the coins, I like, unless it was like the very first couple of levels, I wouldn't like game over. And I know you're probably thinking, how did she game over at all in a game with all these coins and all these lives? But that just shows how bad I am at these games. So it just made the young me very happy, because it tricked me into believing I was great and I was like amazing at these games all of a sudden, and I can play like future games with no problem because I'm able to do this. And then the next thing came out, I was like, well, damn, I guess I wasn't good.
Yeah, your greed sickens me. Look, man, it's just,
listen, okay.
You got to do what you got to do in these times, okay? Coins are a hot commodity right now in 2025, okay? A little bit of greed is all right. All right, New Super Mario Bros. U. I think this is the best of the New Soup games. It was also the first New Soup game I played, so that might contribute to it a little bit. I will rank it just one step above Wii. I think both are incredibly solid. What I like so much about this game, though, is I feel like there's a lot more exploration. I feel like this game does secret exits and alternate paths really well, like with Super Mario World. In a lot of ways, I feel like it's a lot like Super Mario World. You know, the big interconnected map, the food theming for some of the locations. It definitely does give that vibe. Baby Yoshi's being such a big part of the gameplay here as well is really cool. Even if, you know, I think ultimately the only Baby Yoshi that really ends up being super consequential is the pink one that has the balloon ability. But other than that, no, it is really good. There are a lot of standout levels in this one. I always talk about the Van Gogh painting level. That one is amazing. And I really like the Superstar Road levels in this one too. We had some really solid ones, including that super difficult 9-7. And I feel like I haven't been talking about the special worlds enough for these new Super games, but they're really solid. They're really good. I feel like worlds are still the best. But yeah, these ones in U were really good. I particularly liked the speed run one in the desert, where you have to really precisely jump on blocks, and it's just like, what makes that satisfying as a challenge is how good the controls are. Like, the controls are fucking perfect in this game, just like in New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Maybe even a little more. Maybe not perfect, but like very close to perfect. There's another 2D Mario that I think has perfect controls, but we'll talk about that one a bit later. And yeah, no, just U is just absolutely amazing. I think there's so much exploration, there's so much content. Boost mode was really fun on the Wii U. The deluxe port on Switch is good. Like, it's a good port. I feel like the additions it makes are, you know, not really all that interesting, but you know, it's a decent way to play it. So, you know, you can't really go too wrong with it. And yeah, in general, just a very, very solid 2D Mario platformer that I absolutely think is essential playing. Absolutely. That's my take on this game. Love it to bits. Love it to bits. A lot of nostalgia for this one too. Fat Baby Yoshi. I love Fat Baby Yoshi.
I've put it third in my Superstar section.
Dang. Hey, so have I.
I just found it a lot of fun to play. It's because the way I view it, which I feel like is the intended way anyways, is just an improved version of the original. That's just what it is, right?
I mean, yeah, in a lot of ways, but I feel like it does enough to stand on its own compared to Wii.
Yeah, there's obviously like some bits that they have added onto it, but I already liked the first one, so this one I just, you know, I don't really know what to say. It's just better than the others, and I really like the Yoshis, like you mentioned, so yeah.
It's cool. It's a good ass game. Speaking of good ass games, Super Mario 3D World! Meow! This shit was peak. This shit was
this is
peak.
Second on my Grand Star.
I'm thinking Grand Star as well. I don't want to split up Galaxy and Galaxy 2 too much, but oh man, it's just so good. It's so okay. See, no, I need to be very conservative about Grand Star. Do I like 3D World more than Galaxy 2? I think I do, actually. I can't even lie. I'm going to move Galaxy 2 down to Superstar. I'll put it just above the first game. But, oh my god, 3D World, man. Like, oh, my goodness. Okay, before we talk about anything else, the fucking soundtrack for this game is actually just, oh my god, it is genuinely sex. Like, the soundtrack for this game is actual sex. Second, like, dude, the level design is just, it's literally, this is what 3D Land should have been. This is literally what 3D Land should have been. Great level design that actually feels like it blends 2D and 3D elements instead of just trying to be a 2D game that plays in 3D. I think that is absolutely the first thing they got right with this game. Graphically, it looks amazing. It is like, I remember when this game was shown off for Wii U. This was one of the first Mario games I remember, like, actively looking at the hype cycle for when it was coming out. And oh my god, dude, like, my mind was fucking blown. My 10-year-old mind was actually blown when I saw this shit. And it was like, dude, like, I thought this shit was better than real life. Like, I thought that shit looked better than real life. Like, honestly, it really was just that crazy. So many standout levels in this game. The Super Mario Kart level, the Savannah level where it's just really freaking beautiful. Double Cherry Pass. Freaking goddamn Champions Road being the most ass-kickingly, bull-bustingly difficult fucking level they've ever made. This game has everything. This game literally has something for everyone, and I think it's just such an immaculate experience. They brought multiplayer into this thing, and it's definitely very chaotic, and I think there's definitely a lot of problems with the camera system, but for what it is a very fun time. And you just absolutely cannot go wrong with a bit of 3D World goodness. Amazing power-up selection. With the catsuit, especially being such a massive standout. I feel like the catsuit is probably the best Mario power-up they introduced since, probably since the Cape Feather, if I'm honest. And it's really cool to see it get utilized here. It was cool to see it get utilized again in Bowser's Fury. But yeah, this game is, oh my god, dude, this game is so good, man. It's just so good. And it's like, I just can't decide between this and Galaxy 2 though. Like, I really love both. I really love both. But I think ultimately 3D World, I think, has got to take it for me. So I'll put 3D Galaxy 2 down to Superstar just because we need space. We need a Grand Star needs to be reserved for like top 5. It has to be top 5 up there and nothing else. But yeah, the rest of them are just, oh man, it's just so good. Just such an amazing game. Such an absolutely fucking immaculate game. And yeah, that's what I've got for it. That's what I got for it.
Yeah,
Green Stars are really fun too.
I don't have too much more to add to what you said. I feel like you covered it really well. But for me personally, the catsuit is my favorite power-up of all time. So yeah, and also I think the cherry one, the duplicate power-up, is really fun. Although I'm terrible with it, because then I get confused. I'm like, wait, is there one I'm supposed to, like a main one I'm supposed to keep an eye on, or what is this one doing? And then I end up just killing every single copy and the original.
Oh my god. I mean,
but
the double cherry was actually a glitch as well, did you know? The double cherry was also spawned out of a bug. So gotta love whenever they do that.
Didn't you cover that in one of your videos?
I did, yeah. I did talk about that.
Yeah.
I think that's really awesome.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I remember you covering that in one of the videos you've done.
But yeah, no, this game is such a classic, and I remember when it came out, you know, like I don't know if you guys were really there, but when it came out, like this game was not well received. And I don't mean like critically, I mean like within the fan base. A lot of Mario fans are really upset with this game when it came out. But I feel like if you ask anyone now, like looking back at it, they'll be like, yeah, that game was pretty damn good. So this is one of those ones that I feel like has had a bit of a switch up over the years, at least in its favor. So I'm happy to see that, you know, because I was always on the 3D World train. I love this game to bits. I think it's absolutely incredible. It is one of my favorite games of all time. But it is not the best 3D Mario. We'll get to that one. We'll get to that one. I'm gonna refill my water quickly. Give me 1 second before we talk about Super Mario. Actually, Emma, talk about Super Mario Maker while I get my water filled up.
I always hate when you do this because then I feel so pressured. I have put Super Mario Maker at Grand Star, but it is at the bottom. I just really love the concept of people making their own levels, and then others like across the world being able to like go and play it and explore different ideas that other people have had. I know there's been like a few done where people have like made music based ones, or they've tried to like create ones with like characters put into it. So Yeah, I just thought it was a really cool concept. And it just lets the players themselves have a go at trying to make it. And like, obviously I know they don't fully get the experience of how to make a game because they're not doing all the coding, things like that. But it kind of gives a bit of an insight into what goes into a game with the level designs, and for like some people they may struggle with it, and obviously I feel like everyone can gain more of an appreciation towards the people who are making all these games because they've tried to have a go at creating levels. And while some people will completely excel and like create unimaginable things, obviously there's also going to be some people that are like, damn, I like really struggle to just make a basic level. There's people out here creating all these crazy things. These game developers have to think about this all the time and try and think of ways to improve on it for the next game. So I feel like it was quite important, not only with the game and the franchise itself, but with just the people who were playing it gaining more of an understanding into the work that goes on to create these things that we have from play.
Okay, nice little summary.
Is he back? Oh, you are back.
Where did you where did you put it?
I put it at the end of Grand Star.
Damn. Mario Maker is Grand Star. You make the game, gang. That's pretty cool. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. You can't go wrong with it. That said, I mean, I really like the concept of Super Mario Maker, and I really like. Again, there was a time I said yesterday, but there was a time where like I was obsessed with this game. Like there was a 2-year stretch where like I was playing this game a lot. I was watching videos on it when I wasn't playing it, and like, dude, I was genuinely obsessed with this game. My only thing is, I think when it comes to this game, I think that it became a thing where it was like a lot of levels are kind of like a similar concept. Like, oh, let's make a really difficult level, or let's make a music level or an auto level where you don't touch the controller kind of thing. I think a lot of the time, like if you would go to the tab of like most popular or recently uploaded, that would be a lot of the levels you would see. But I think just for the concept alone, like just such an interesting idea for Nintendo for Mario's 30th anniversary to literally just go, here, you know, make the fucking game yourself. All right, just take it. All right, just take the fucking thing, make it yourself. We ain't making that shit. And I think that's really cool. You know, I would love to see a maker for more popular franchises out there. Like, how cool would a Zelda maker be where you can make your own dungeons? Or how cool would, like we were talking about yesterday as well, a Mario Kart maker type thing where you can make your own tracks and courses and stuff. You know, this is one of those things that I think has just endless potential. And especially now that we're in the a Sonic maker would be fire. A Sonic maker would be really freaking cool. I feel like that'd be hard to do though. Sonic maker would be difficult. Sonic levels are very complex compared to Mario levels, but you know, anyways, that's a whole other discussion right there. And also, it's not about Sonic, all right? There might be Sonic music playing every now and then during the stream, but this ain't no Sonic stream. This is the Mario 40th anniversary stream, all right? We got to talk about Mario only, okay? In fact, I'm taking Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games off the list because we can't be mentioning no Sonic out here. Anyways, but yeah, no, so just generally, just a really great concept. I really love it. And yeah, ultimately though, like I said, yeah, I think it comes down to how much creativity you have as an individual to make levels, and also the kind of levels you enjoy playing from other people. And I think sometimes it can be a little bit hit or miss. But other than that, yeah, just really great concept, really cool idea. And yeah, literally just do what Son Level did, but better. I think you've mentioned that before. I think I still don't really know what it is. I'm guessing it's just a Sonic maker, right? But yeah, sounds interesting. Sounds interesting. Also, hey, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe music is playing, and we're about to talk about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So yeah, without question, I think we can all agree this is a Grand Star game. I think without any fucking shred of doubt, this is a Grand Star game. I mean, look, this game lasted for 11 years. Okay. 11 fucking years. People were just that was all we needed. All we needed was Mario Kart 8. Now, you know, this encompasses the Wii U version the Switch version, and then also the booster course that was added onto that. Just all encompassing of Mario Kart 8. And yeah, man, I mean, I remember when the Wii U version was coming out. I remember how hype it was. I remember how sad I was that I couldn't play it until a few months later where I would get my Wii U. And man, I was so happy. I was just so happy. It was such a beautiful game. I loved the Mercedes collab, how fucking random that was when that came out of nowhere. When Deluxe came out, having all the DLC tracks there being really cool, and the improved battle mode that they included in there. And then, you know, fast forward to 2022 when they did the booster course pass, and it was like suddenly we were getting a whole bunch of new tracks. We were getting essentially a whole second game's worth of tracks added in there. And, you know, for some of the tracks may not have been the best quality, but it was just really cool to have an addition to the game after so long, and just continuing to get that support. And yeah, just in terms of the driving gameplay, the item play, the vehicles, the customization, it was all there, man. It was all there and then some. And this game is, to this day, man, like I was saying yesterday too, like to this day, this is still some people's preferred Mario Kart, even after World. And there are aspects that even I can agree with that. You know, there are aspects where even I can agree with that. So I think Grand Star is absolutely a good rating for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Fantastic game. And truly, I don't think it will ever die. This is Mario Kart Infinite. It is Mario Kart Infinite. What's up, Metro Zabot? Welcome to the channel. How's it going? Welcome to Mario 40th Anniversary Night. We're talking about, we're ranking all the Mario games we've played on stream. And yeah, we're up to the, we're pretty much up to the Switch era now. We're up to the current era. So here we go. Yeah. Emma, what do you think of this Mario Kart 8? You know, I mean, you've played it pretty much just as much as I have. So
Mario Kart 8 for me is third in the Grand Star.
I actually thought it would be like higher than that. I can't lie.
No, because first is Double Dash, then it's 3D World, and then it's 8 Deluxe.
Okay, see, I have those two above it as well.
But I really enjoyed this game. I do prefer 8 Deluxe over World, I feel like. Now, I haven't been able to play it as much. I don't have my own copies. I also haven't been able to like just roam around freely and do that kind of stuff. But yeah, I feel like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, to me personally, had more replayability in it.
Yeah.
And I feel like the layout of the races, in terms of like the cups and how a track would, like, you would play a course and then pick another course and play that course, and you got to experience the full courses. Obviously it seems a bit weird saying that isn't something that you experience in the newer Mario Kart game, because you would expect to, like, if you're picking to play like 4 courses, you think you'd at least get like a full complete lap or 2 in like each area. So that's something that I feel like was stronger here as well.
Yeah, no, definitely, for sure. This game, it has the content. It definitely has the content over World. I think yeah. World needs some DLC or just something. Because honestly, I feel like after the 3 months it's been, like, I feel like it's running a little bit dry already.
Yeah.
Which is crazy compared to 8, just how much it feels like that there is to do there. And to be fair, when base 8 came out, it was kind of a similar situation. So I do have optimism that, you know, by the time that World is as old as 8 Deluxe is now, it will have that same level of content. So that's the hope. That's the hope at the end of the day. Sonic Level Maker editor for Sonic 1, 2 CD and 3K. That would be nice. That'd be pretty nice. Add in a Mania style. That'd be pretty cool. And Superstars.
I also feel with 8 Deluxe, the online mode where you're going against other people, I feel like that lasted longer and people were going online and doing matches against people for so long. But I feel like, once again, I don't want to talk too much about Mario Kart World, but I feel like Mario Kart World is already kind of starting to dry up in that aspect.
Yeah,
I don't
the
know
online
if
is better in
I
8.
just have played it on a couple of days where it's not been too great. But there's been a couple of times where it's taken like really long to find a room, or it didn't even get a full room. So I feel like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was more, like, was better with the online features as well.
Yeah. You know, I, like, as crazy as it might be to say, I would not be shocked at all if Sonic Racing Crossworlds ends up having much fuller lobbies than than Mario Kart World will. I feel like that game is going to end up lasting a bit longer. Just because at least they got like a good content roadmap going for them. So I'm really excited for that game. I actually can't wait for it. I cannot wait for Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Alright, Super Mario Odyssey. Alright, now, yeah, so the show's over, everybody. Get the fuck out of here with that. Yeah, this is my favorite Mario game of all time. It's literally perfect. It is quite literally just the perfect video game. It has everything. It has amazing varied locations with great level design, open-ended exploration, and the best control scheme, the best moveset, the best... just the best everything. The best tech out of any Mario game. Odyssey is just super satisfying to play. It's super fun to play, endlessly rewarding, and it just, oh my god, it's just so incredible. It's just such a great journey. Just going all the way through, seeing all the kingdoms, finding all the moons, really racking your brain, you know. Every time it's like you see something, you see a shiny, and you're like, ooh, that maybe there's a moon there, maybe there's something interesting, you know. They do such a good job of pulling you from objective to objective. And they do it in such a natural way where, like, the game never feels like it's padding. The game almost never feels like it's padding. I know a lot of people just don't like how many moons there are, but, like, after 100%ing it, and I played the game, like, every day for, like, a month, in order to achieve that with the 999 moons and all costumes. And I gotta say, like, I just had such a good time with it. I genuinely never got bored. I never got tired of it. Like, it was just so fun the whole way through. Like, I cannot fucking believe how immaculately designed this game is. Like, and what I can believe even less is just that some people don't like it. Some people just don't fucking like it. It's like, what the hell? What do you mean? And oh my god, man, Cappy was just such a genius idea. The capture mechanic, being able to take over all these classic enemies, being able to take over dinosaurs, it just has everything, bro. It is the video game of all time. Like, if I were to go up to someone on the street and they're like, hey, I have never touched a video game in my life, what game should I play first? Super Mario Odyssey. Super Mario Odyssey, without question, 100% of the time. This game is... it's perfect. Like, it's just straight up a perfect video game. There are actually no flaws. There are no fucking flaws. I would go back and 100% that shit all over again. I would do that shit right now. Take 3D World out of Grand Star, bro. You're alone on that. You're alone on that one, I'm afraid. You are very much alone on that one. I think that shit definitely belongs in there. Alongside Super Mario Odyssey and all those other games. But yeah, just, oh my god, man. Odyssey is so good. Odyssey is so good. Exile this man. It is not peak, bro. I mean, nah, it's not peak. It's not peak, but it's definitely up there. It's definitely up there. Peak would be Super Mario Odyssey, of course. Emma, what do you think of Super Mario Odyssey?
Are you sure you want to know?
Yeah. Look, I know. See, for you, it's like Super Mario Odyssey is like the Sonic generations of the Mario series. I feel like that's what it is for you.
I have put it at the middle of Fire Flower.
Send his ass to Vampa? Oh, God.
But yeah, my Odyssey is at the middle of Fire Flower. I haven't been able to play it all that much, and because it's such an open game, it kind of, I prefer a game to be more like, I don't know if laid out is a right way to put it.
Linear.
Yeah, I prefer it where like you kind of have, like obviously with like 3D World, it was like open space, but it wasn't that open. I feel like Odyssey to me is just too open, and I'm like, where am I supposed to even go? So yeah.
I feel like the game does a good job of pointing you in the right direction for the most part. But yeah, I can see that. I can see it being a bit daunting.
Like, if
3D World is the
you
most
have to
plain
put
boring
it-
game I've ever played. You, sir, have not played Super Mario 3D Land.
If you put Odyssey down and then go to pick it up and you're not in the right type of space, like if you're kind of in the middle of a mission, for me at least, it's kind of hard to pick up or remember, oh right, that's where I'm supposed to go, because it's like when you talk to someone or they give you the next, bit of dialogue, they kind of point you towards a direction. But I feel like then between that, it's kind of like you kind of just have to remember where you're supposed to go. It's not as clear after that.
Yeah. No, I definitely understand that aspect, but even something like that for me doesn't bother me just because of how fun it is to move around in this game. Like, I get like while I'm trying to find my objective, I'm gonna be flipping and dipping and doing cap jumps and all that stuff, and I'm just gonna be having a good time. So I mean, that doesn't even really bother me. And yeah, and the ending to it as well. Like when you do the darker side of the moon, just such a great ending to the game, such a fantastic final challenge, and yeah, man, just really great, just really amazing game. NSMB Wii should be Grand Star. Nah, it's great game, but it's not that good. It ain't that good. Anyways, Bowser's Fury. We are now up to the current decade of Mario games. And I gotta say, man, Bowser's Fury is a pretty damn good showing. It's a pretty damn good showing. I would put it... I'm thinking about here. Under the new Soup games, under the Mario Karts, in Superstar. I think it's really, really solid. Great experience. Personally, I think if the next 3D Mario game is essentially just a bunch of Bowser's Furies where you just get a handful of like big open-ended maps to find stuff in with a whole ton of collectibles, I think honestly we're going to be sitting good. We're going to be sitting good with something like that. Super Mushroom at best. Bowser's Fury lost me by the second half. Really? You guys don't fuck with it? You guys don't fuck with it? Really? I mean, no, I think it's really good. I think it's really solid. I think it could have benefited from having... I think it could have benefited from feeling a bit more like Odyssey. I think that's the only aspect that could be improved. I think just with more of the movement and more of the tech that Odyssey had with its gameplay, I think the Bowser's Fury formula could go a really long way. I think it really, really could. But I think for what it is and for what's here, I think about this game I think about this game the same that I kind of do with Sonic Frontiers, where I feel like it's a great game on its own right. But I feel like the big aspect of it is for what it means for the future. You know, I feel like the big thing with it is where they could go with the formula, and I think this game is a really good showing of that. I enjoyed collecting the cat shines a lot. I thought it was a really good scavenger hunt, and the fights against Bowser Fury Bowser were really freaking cool. So and just the design of that thing, man, it was so out of left field and such a unique kind of aesthetic for the Mario series that we haven't seen. I just thought it was really cool. I just really love it. Gameplay is kind of repetitive to me. Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. The difference is Sonic Frontiers is utter peak and can't be surpassed unless it's Shadow Gens or Frontiers 2. I mean, fair enough. Also, by the way, I've seen that there's I've seen this mod floating around about Sonic Frontiers Revisited, I think it's called. I should check that out sometime. It looks really cool. If you guys want to see me do that, I have the game on Steam, so I should get around to that. Anyways, Sonic Frontiers was mid, bro. I was bored playing that game. Hey, man. I mean, look. I disagree, and you're also very wrong. But like, I understand it. I get it. I get it. You know, maybe. So I think when it comes to collectathons, it can be a bit hit or miss. You know, I think ultimately it comes down to the mechanics. It comes down to the game feel, and I think Bowser's Fury has it quite good. And I like the use of all the power-ups in there. I like the little Bowser Jr. assist that you have, and I do think the 100% rewards are really cool too. When you get all the things, you know, it's a very short experience, very short, like 5 to 6 hour experience if you want to 100% it. But man, it's a good one. Man, it is a good one. Just like Luigi's Mansion, which is why it's in the same tier. There you go. Emma, have you played Bowser's Fury at all?
No, I actually bought it, but I just haven't gone around to play it yet. Because I got it when I was really busy with work stuff, and then I ended up being busy with personal stuff, and now I'm busy with doing a course, so I just have not found time to play it really.
Yeah, that's another one I think we should get you to play on stream. They're going at it in chat. Guys, this is a Mario stream. Why are we arguing about Sonic Frontiers, you know? That said, the 400 things ring is the 400 rings thing is funny because he's kind of right. He's kind of right. But yeah, anyway, look, I love Frontiers. I think it's a great game, but yeah, I mean, it's got its problems, man. I think it's you know, it's definitely got its issues. Fuck Mario, y'all are delusional. What are you talking about, man? Mario's him. Anyway, Mario Party Superstars. We actually haven't played a lot of Mario Parties on stream, I realize, but yeah, this is one of the ones we have done a couple times, and yeah, man, I mean, this game is just really good. This game is just really good. Great remake of the first few games. I think I'll put it right about here. Above Mario Kart 7, under Mario Kart Wii in Superstar tier. Also, you'll notice we have not put a single game under Fire Flower since 3D Land. I wasn't lying when I said that the games just get better as time goes on. But yeah, literally, this game is, oh man, it's really good. Like, it's definitely lacking content. I think there could be more content. I think there should have been more boards. I think they should have represented boards from beyond that N64 era, which is something they still need to do even after Jamboree, is acknowledge those games, because there were some really fucking fantastic boards on the GameCube that they just really ignore. But I think in terms of the minigame selection, in terms of the gameplay, the board strategy in this game is at its peak. And it's so good. And I think again, this is one where I think a lot of personal attachment goes into it. Where, you know, this like I said last stream, this was the college game. Like whenever we had lunch breaks or after classes were done, me and my friends, we'd always sit around and play this game, and it was just absolutely one of the most peak experiences of us just all getting mad at each other and making alliances and ganging up on each other, and it was just such a good time. And even to this day, you know, like, you know, I don't come back to Superstars too much because Jamboree is a thing. But I do still think there's at least value in going back to this game with all the returning mini games and all the old boards that came back and being remade. You know, it's a good time. You can't go wrong with this game. You literally just cannot go wrong with this game. So that is why Superstars is in the Superstar tier.
I have put it in Grand Star.
Okay, wow, that high?
Yes, I really enjoy playing this Mario Party. I really like the mini games that's in it, and it's I feel like this is the one where I really started, because my family isn't all that into like Mario and Sonic, and that if they play games, it's like different games, like different types of games, like first person shooters mainly. So this is one that I've gone to play with them the most, and it was like the first Mario Party that I really got to play with other people, because I don't count what was the other one called?
Super Mario Party, the first one on Switch.
Yeah, that one I didn't like that one, and I didn't find it had that much, so I didn't really play that one either. But
yeah, that one was really lacking content.
Superstars I played quite a bit, so I've put it 5th in Grand Star, just below Jamboree.
Okay, fair enough. We're not gonna rank Mario Strikers. I put that on here by mistake. We have not actually played that game on stream. Super Mario Bros. Wonder is, in my opinion, the 3rd best Mario game, which now means we have to knock down Mario Kart 8 Deluxe into Superstar tier, because I'm literally reserving this for top 5. This is literally reserved for top 5 only. So
is that what? Do you think I should follow that too?
That's completely up to you, but that's just what I'm doing for my list.
Yeah,
and because the star has 5 points, so I think you gotta do 5 games for it. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. Wonder is not above Galaxy. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. And let me explain why. I just really like 2D platformers a lot. I'm just a big 2D platformer guy. I know a lot of people prefer 3D, but I really like both. And I think I can recognize when a great 3D platformer is really good and when a great 2D platformer is really good. That's why Odyssey is my favorite. Mr. Arcade, you need to be trapped in a cyberspace level. That doesn't even sound that bad. The cyberspace levels have banger music, so I mean, like, I'm good. I'm okay. But yeah, what's it called? So yeah, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I think they absolutely perfected 2D gameplay with this. Like, the controls are actually perfect. Like, I genuinely cannot stress enough. The game feel for this game, whatever the next game is, it needs to feel exactly like this. Like, I don't fucking care. From now on, every game needs to feel and control like Super Mario Bros. Wonder, because, like, holy shit, it is so responsive. It's so fluid. There's such a good flow state with it. The badges add so much replayability. They add so much depth to the gameplay. They add so much variation to it. The level design is already amazing, and that's even without the Wonder Flowers, which adds so many crazy cool effects and just really interesting things. And sure, you know, maybe the effect wears off after a while. Maybe after a while it's like, hey, I already know what the Wonder effect is. Cool, maybe I'll just skip it during this playthrough, but like, it's still just such a cool idea, just such a great concept. And mute him? Well, damn, I guess now Emma has to talk about it. Fuck.
Oh no. Oh, why did this happen? Well, I put my Wonder at the bottom of Superstar. I personally, it's cool and that, but I don't know, I get a lot annoyed and frustrated with this one. I feel like there's a lot more that there's been released in the past that is better, but I understand that they've had some cool concepts with this. So yeah. How long is this meant for? I don't really have too much to say about it. It's kind of, I played some of it and then I lost interest in it, and then I tried to pick it up again, but I just can't get into this. Like, I'm finding myself not being too interested in it. The Wonder Flower is okay. Like I said, it's a cool concept. It makes it more interesting inside the levels, but in others I feel like, you know, it's whatever. I don't really like the flower that talks. I do find that quite annoying. I know some people really enjoy it and they think it's funny and whatever. But yeah, Wonder is just, I don't know, it's good, but it's just not that intriguing to me. I don't know whether it's just because I feel more pressured to play it.
Finally,
Well.
I can speak my truth. Listen, here's the thing. The talking flower is my fucking goat, okay? The talking flower, look, they're bringing him back in every game. He keeps coming back for a reason, all right? The talking flower is fucking hilarious, all right? I love that guy. I love that guy. He's getting merch. He literally has a talking flower, like, actual talking thing that's coming out, and I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it just specifically to annoy you.
No.
I love that guy. I really fuck with him heavy. Mario Maker should be Grand Star.
Flower, by the way. Watch's flower, by the way, costs like 60 or 70 pounds.
That shit can be $200 and I'll buy it.
No.
That shit can be 200 whole entire dollars and I'll buy it. I'm not even gonna lie. But yeah, no, I love this game to bits. I really do. I mean, I get you guys don't rock with it as much. It's understandable. But this game is literally everything I wanted out of a 2D Mario after the New Soup games, and it absolutely delivered. It absolutely delivered. But actually kill this man for real. Oh my god. You guys are really fighting over 3D World, huh? I mean, look, it's a great game. I would say I'm on the right side of history with this one. I really love 3D World. Considering you're a hater of 64 DS, I'm not surprised. Yeah, because it's fucking dog shit. Anyway, so let's move on to Super Mario RPG, which we didn't stream, but I did cover a lot. So, Super Mario RPG. This game is actually really good. It's really good, man. Where am I gonna put it? I think right here. Superstar is going to go under Superstars and over Mario Kart 7. Really solid RPG. I think the writing in this game is amazing. I think, like, it's aged really well, surprisingly. Like, they didn't change a lot of the dialogue. I am actually talking about the remake specifically, since that's the one I have more experience with compared to the OG, which I only played a little bit. I beat the remake, that is. So yeah, you know, like they didn't change a lot of the dialogue from the OG. So a lot of that stuff really aged well. Like the game's humor is still quite funny. I really like the combat system. I really like the magic abilities you have in this game. Mallow is my fucking goat. Listen, Gino is low-key kind of lame, alright? I don't want Gino in Smash. Give me Mallow, alright? Because Mallow's magic, first of all, is cooler. He has more character development. And also, he has a better character design. So, Mallow is the GOAT. He needs to be in Smash. But yeah, just really amazing. And the end game is really good. Great challenge. And just really fantastic mechanics overall. The boss fights in particular are really fucking good here. Like, I'm not gonna lie. The boss fights in this game really freaking hit. They are super good. I love the whole segment with Booster's Tower, and just yeah, what an incredible game this was from absolute start to finish. I really want to go back to it sometime. I really want to go back and replay it sometime. It's also a fairly short game, so it's one that I can stomach quite well. So I do like that about it. Before the stream ends, I feel I have to share something with all of you. Fair enough. I did not care for Super Mario RPG. Is that what you had to share? I can't believe it. I can't believe it, man. Honestly. I cannot believe you would say something like this. Nah, bro, we're fighting. No way you're hating on Gino. Listen, I'm not hating on Gino. I just don't think he's as cool as people make him out. Bro, people glaze the shit out of Gino, and it's like, what does he even do? He just kind of stands around aura farming, bro, and he doesn't even got no aura. Where is his aura? Mallow has actual character development, okay? He goes from being kind of shy and cowardly to becoming a courageous hero. He's that guy. Piccolo also aura. Yeah, but Piccolo actually has got that shit on him though. Like that's the thing. Piccolo does shit. Piccolo's that fucking guy. Mallow thought he was a tadpole, bro. Exactly. That's why it's peak. He became a real boy. That's why he's the best. Piccolo gets belt to ass. Yeah, but he still looks fucking cool doing it, so it's okay. Emma, you've not played Mario RPG, right?
No.
Okay, great. So we can move on to the next game, which is Mario versus Donkey Kong. Now, again, I'm talking specifically about the remake. I did not play the original version on GBA. It's fine. It's fine. I'd probably put it like right here in Super Mushroom. I think it's just not really it's just the genre. I just don't think I really like the genre too much. It's like a puzzle platformer. It kind of feels weird to play in areas. I feel like sometimes some of the moves can be a bit unresponsive. But I like the concept of it a lot. So I think that is yeah. I don't really have much to say about it. It's just it's alright. It's fine. Any opinion, Emma?
I was zoned out for that one. What one did you talk about?
Mario versus Donkey Kong.
Oh, I put this one in Grand Star.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Why is that?
Wait, let me just double check this is what I'm thinking of, because your response has made me really question.
Yeah, for Mario
If I'm
versus
remembering
Donkey
it
Kong.
right. Yeah.
Bro is a literal cloud. Play Mario Golf for the Game Boy Color would be great. Bro, I don't know what they have in that game, but you keep gassing it up. I swear to God, man, that game better be the best thing I've ever played for you to be gassing it up like this. And Bowser's a fire-breathing turtle. Mario versus Donkey Kong, except Bowser has sauce. Bowser has no sauce is fucking crazy. That's just factually incorrect. Oh yeah, so sorry, what was your opinion?
Yeah, I am thinking of the right one. Yeah, I really like the games like this where it's like the puzzle type ones and you gotta try and find a way out and collect the keys and open the doors. It's like, you know, because I played the Miniland Mayhem game and
yeah, well that was a spin-off of this.
Like, yeah, so it's like as soon as I saw this, I just knew I had to get, like, this is like my kind of game. So yeah, I've put it up in the Grand Star.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. I think it just didn't really vibe with me. I do like, again, I like the concept of it. I just don't really think I like the execution of it personally. Which is why I really don't think I would like the minis games too much, because I don't know. I don't fuck with those minis, bro. They look like they're up to something. One grab with the tail and it's over for buddy. Look, all right, that was in 64, bro. That was in 64. Bowser was moving tough in Galaxy, though. Like, come on, you can't tell me that's not sauce. He literally was gonna blow up the fucking universe and remake it however he wanted. Like, is that not crazy? Is that not fucking insane? Princess Peach Showtime. All right, memes aside. Nah, I'm just kidding. No memes aside. This game is Grand Star. I'll put it in Super Mushroom. I think it's a pretty. I would put it above Olympic Games, probably under 3D Land though. I think I'd rather play 3D Land. But yeah, it's solid. It's a solid little like platformer. It's really easy. It's obviously meant for like a younger demographic, but you know, it's really cool. It's really cool. I think it has an interesting concept with all the different stage play elements and the different costumes having different effects on the world and stuff. Graphically, the game is really nice. The frame rate could stand to not be complete dog shit. Has this game gotten a Switch 2 patch? I feel like this is one of the first ones that should have got one because the frame rate was fucking terrible when I played it. But yeah. Just in general, though, it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. I don't have too much more to say. It's just a fairly pretty good game.
Yeah, I put it in Fire Flower. It's at the top of Fire Flower because I really like the idea behind it. The costumes are really cool. And it's just a lot of fun to play. Once again, I like platforming isn't 100% my thing, so I feel like this was a bit easier on those terms. So it was really enjoyable for me. Of what I did get to play, I haven't been able to 100% or, well, no, I haven't 100%ed, but I haven't been able to fully complete a lot of these. So I feel like that also might be a reason as to why my rankings might not make too much sense to others, because there's like later levels that I haven't like gone to play or I haven't touched. But yeah, with what I've played, I really enjoyed it.
Okay. Good stuff. What is going on? That Toad is literally eating sushi every day. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? In Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, which is also the best Mario RPG game ever released, and it will be going right here in between New Super Mario Bros. Wii and New Super Mario Bros. U. Actually, yeah, no, I will put it there. This game is really freaking good, man. I think out of every Mario game, this has the best story. Boss thinks Mario is a... Whoa, what the fuck? Why? He is? In what way? What are we talking about? He's waiting for... What the fuck are we talking about? Can we, like, not... Can we... Yo, can we not throw things like that around, like, at all? Actually? I don't even... Yeah, can we just not... I think we kill that conversation, actually. Let's just not do that, maybe. Loki got sidetracked by just... Yeah, what the fuck are you guys talking about, man? What? You need to relax. Holy shit. Okay, so... Let's fucking tone it down. Okay, so... You brought it up first? Alright, look, no more, okay? Whoever... look, we need to stop. We need to stop. But yeah, no, this game is really good. I think the battle system is one of the best. I think Paper Mario in general just has such a good battle system, and it kind of sucks that like they kind of just took it away after Super Paper Mario. You know, really just they stopped doing the turn-based battles, and I think that was kind of a mistake. You know, I get obviously we have Mario and Luigi for that, but there was also a while where we didn't have Mario and Luigi, and they were still doing the weird Paper Mario battle systems, and I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But yeah, this game, and as well as the ally system, the partners, the writing, the story, and on the Switch version, it looks really good, and the GameCube version holds up really well today. And yeah, just in general, an absolutely immaculate experience. You know, this one's gonna run you a bit longer. It's kind of like a 20 to 30 hour game, depending on what you do. But man, it is just such a good time, engaging throughout. I never felt like I wanted to skip battles in this game because you're always rewarded for them. And yeah, just with a whole host of great locations, amazing soundtrack, Paper Mario: Thousand Year Door definitely lands close to the top of the list. Now, obviously, you know, I'm not like you know, I'm definitely more into platformers and kart races than I am RPGs, but I do think that out of all the RPGs, this is the best one. So even though it doesn't rank at the tippy top of the list, it's definitely up there. Very solid experience. And if you're gonna play any Mario RPG, I think it should be Thousand Year Door. Take New Super Mario Bros. U and put it in Poison Mushroom. Bro, you have horrible opinions, man. You really do. Like, this is just your thing. Anyway, Super Mario Party Jamboree. It's the best Mario Party game. It is 100% the best Mario Party game ever released. Where do I want to put it, though? Did I enjoy it more than Thousand Year Door? No. Did I enjoy it more than New Super Mario Bros. Wii? A little bit, yeah. So I'll put it there. I'll put it right there in Superstar tier. But yeah, no, it's just really good. Like, I think the mini games are great. The new boards are great. The new additional game modes are really great, and it's really cool. I haven't played the expansion, but you know, I'm sure there's some neat little modes in there. But I feel like there's a lot of replay value, and I feel like the online for this game was really good. I don't know what it looks like now. I don't know if many people are playing it. But I think in general, this game was just really freaking solid. I think it had a good combination of all the things we really like about Mario Party, while also not feeling like it's kind of treading familiar ground too much. You know, like there's some of that, but you know, after Superstars, it felt like they took the lessons from that. And they took the lessons learned from the original Super Mario Party, and they pretty much put it into this new game that just kind of does everything really well. I think it's a good jack of all trades game, good character roster, and yeah, just always a good fun time with friends when it comes to Mario Party. And I think this game is the pretty much the peak of that, if we're honest. So there we go. You think Galaxy 2 goes in the same rank as Galaxy 1? Yes. For the purpose of this list, yes. But Galaxy 2 is better. Emma, what do you think of Super Mario Party Jamboree? This game's not even been out for a year, by the way. Alright, she's gone. I guess we move on.
Oops, my mic was muted.
Oh, okay.
I'm here. It's
I was ready to just
my
move
Grand
straight
Star.
on. Okay. Wow. So okay.
Is my favorite Mario Party game. I really enjoyed the mini games. Although I haven't been able to play it as much as Superstars, I still ranked it higher because I just think it's a lot better. The character selection I feel was better as well. Yeah, I feel like you can't really go wrong with playing some Jamboree.
Heard. That's the one. So, yeah. All right. Next is Mario and Luigi Brothership. You know, like, sometimes in life, disappointment hits. And when it does, you just gotta sit back and I think I actually enjoyed Princess Peach Showtime more than this game. Okay, maybe not. okay, maybe that's a little far. Yeah, I'll probably put it right about here. I'd probably put it right about on that level, though. I'm just gonna ignore that chat that you said right there, because that's fucking insane. But Mini Mushroom, it's not that bad. But, this game is very fun. Graphically, it looks amazing. I'm glad that Mario and Luigi series is back. But oh my fucking god, the padding. Oh my god, the absolute padding of this video game is ridiculous. Like, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. Like, like, why does it drag so much? I just don't get it. I just absolutely do not get it. It's like, the game takes forever to get started, and then it does, and it's like, wow, when you're on the second sea and the third sea, it's like, it's great. You're having a good time. The game's moving at a good pace. You get to the fourth sea and it starts to slow down a bit. You get to the fifth sea and it's like, all of a sudden, we're at a fucking snail's pace. A snail's pace, and you're doing backtracking left and right, and the game has massively long load times. I'm talking about 40-second load times every time you go to a new island, every time you travel somewhere. Frame drops up the arse, which makes the experience even slower. It's like, bro, what the fuck happened here? It's like it's like, bro, the game is so good, and then it's just bogged down by this just repetitive fucking slow pacing, and it's like, it just kills it, man. It just this game easily could have been a superstar ranking, but it just drags it down so much. But the combat is really great. Like, I think the combat is some of the best in the Mario and Luigi series, especially with the battle plugs. I feel like the battle plugs add a lot of really unique dimensions to it, but it just comes down to, it's just the pacing is just so abysmal. It's so abysmal. This did not need to be a 35 to 40 hour game. It just did not. It did not need to be that long. And I feel like the bosses were really fun, and it felt like there weren't enough of them. I feel like this game could have done with maybe 2 or 3 more bosses, to be honest. I feel like there's not enough of those. But the bosses, again, really good highlight. And I feel like the character interactions are really good. Luigi gets a massive focus in this game to the point where, like, it feels like Mario is kind of offset a little bit. It feels like you get a lot of Luigi focus and Mario doesn't get a whole lot to do. But, you know, that's okay. Maybe Mario doesn't need it. But overall, yeah, just it's a good game. It's a good game. It just really is bogged down by that just horrific pacing, man. Horrific pacing. Sonic 06 load times, worse than that. Worse than even that. This game definitely is in need of a Switch 2 upgrade if it hasn't already gotten one, which I don't believe it has. So please, Nintendo, get the fuck on that immediately. Emma, you've not played it, so I'm guessing you won't have much to say.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we can finish this off, finally, with the latest Mario release. Obviously, I'm not counting Donkey Kong Bonanza or any Donkey Kong games for that matter. It would be the same. I know I included Luigi and Peach and one Yoshi's Island on here, but you know, those games at least Mario appears in. So I don't want to count games where Mario doesn't appear, you know. So Donkey Kong Country games don't count, and none of the Wario games would count. But anyway, Mario Kart World. I think I'm content to put it right here. Above, in Superstar tier, above Mario 3, below Mario Galaxy. I think this game needs a little more time to kind of settle with my opinion. Some days I really love playing it. Some days I'm like, Nintendo, why the fuck did you make the choices you did with this game? So it's kind of one of those ones where I think it kind of depends on the day. But right now I'm feeling positive on it. And I would say it's a very fun game. I think the game feel here is absolutely perfect. I feel like the game feels really good. But I think it's ultimately dragged down by a few things. One, intermissions. Especially online. Nintendo, please reverse your decision. Make it so people don't have to play intermission tracks. Because I don't want to go online and then pick freaking Dandelion Depths, and then we're going in a straight line until we actually get to Dandelion Depths, and we play that for one lap, and then that's the race. That is lame. I don't like that. They definitely need to do something about that. The other thing is just generally, I feel like the game is lacking content, and I feel like really the big main mode is Knockout Tour. If you go online, everyone's playing Knockout Tour, no one's playing the regular races. Already battle mode or anything. So just a little more content. I feel like the open world could do with some more stuff to kind of spice it up a bit. The more I think about it, maybe I might just rank it a bit lower. Yeah, I think actually I'll rank it right about here, below New Super Wii, above Bowser's Fury. Yeah, it just like I think the concept is really good. I think the execution could have been better. I think it has potential to still be better. I think this game just needs updates. I think this game literally just needs a few little updates just to fix some of that stuff out, and we're going to be sitting really good with this game. But for right now, I think it is only number 3 in terms of Mario Kart games. I still think Double Dash and 8 Deluxe need to be surpassed before I can truly, you know, go about that. Go about calling it the best. So yeah. There we go. That's Mario Kart. I like the costumes as well. The costumes are really cool. And, yeah. That's about it. Nice animations too. Great graphics. Emma, what do you think of Mario Kart World?
I put it towards the bottom of Grand Star.
Damn.
It's just a car based on where I've put other games as well. But yeah, it is fun. The characters, like, I like the different costumes you can get, and you know, there's some really cool characters that have been put into Mario Kart World. And don't get me wrong, the maps are cool as well. But the thing that gets me about it is the online mode, like I said earlier, it seems to have already kind of died off, which, considering this game isn't even that old, it just is kind of crazy how quickly it seems to have died down. And the way it's laid out as well, from where it's going from track to track, sometimes you barely even get to play on one of the tracks. It's like you get to play on it for like 2 seconds, and then it's, oh, but you've got to move to this track and go through this one even more, even though it's not a pit one, so you can get to your next pit area. So it just feels a bit, you know, it could have been laid out better, like with the track selection and how it, you know, kind of leans into each other, or, you know, goes into each other. I feel like it could have been a lot smoother, where it shows enough of the tracks that you have picked, and it can be a bit more consistent with that. Because sometimes it will like have one of the tracks you picked go on for ages, and you feel like you're playing it basically the whole time you're having the race. And then another one, like I said, could be like, you may be in there for like 10 seconds and then you're out of that area already.
Yeah. No, I think that's fair. I think honestly, it's just with this game, I think that the open world just should have been smaller. I think that's what it is. I think the open world is honestly just too big. Either that, or just, again, with DLC, they can add more tracks in there so that it feels like there's a lot less kind of empty open space where you're just driving in a line, you know? So I think that's a remedy for that. Did you hit 100 subscribers on YouTube yet? We're 2 away. We're 2 away. If you can help us out in any way, please, please do. Share it with friends, share it with family, share it with random people, all right? Share it with the Discord server. You know, anyone you know that might like this kind of gaming-related Mario, Sonic content, please, please, please do help us get to 100. We are very, very close. If we can hit it sometime this month, that would be amazing. That would be absolutely freaking immaculate. We just posted the Mario 40th Anniversary Super Perspective compilation, which is all the episodes that we've done since February in one video. So if that seems, you know, appealing to you, then yeah, please do check it out. I got you. Thank you, much appreciated, much appreciated. The more eyes we can get on this, the better. And also, yeah, if you got anyone that would be interested in watching live as well, then yeah, that would be great too. You know, we're trying to grow here as well, and that would be amazing. So I do appreciate it. I appreciate you guys for watching too. And yeah, that's it for the list. I'll probably keep it at just the one, since it's already kind of late. But how does this list look? Okay, I'm thinking we might reorder some things. I'm thinking we might reorder some things.
My list on the Discord, by the way.
I'm gonna break my Grand Star rule, because I think I want to rank Mario Kart 8 over 3D World, and then I want to put Galaxy 2 up there. Yeah. Okay, I feel like that looks better. Okay, we got these games in Superstar. I might move Mario Land 2 down to Fire Flower. I do still really like it, but I don't think it's quite on the level of these games. That looks good. New Super Mario Bros. I might move up. I think I'll put 3D Land over Yoshi's Island. Peach Showtime I'll put under Olympic Games, but over the rest of these. Yeah, I'm pretty much happy with that. Check your YouTube in a bit. Will do. Yeah. I think that's the list. I'm happy with that. If you guys have done your lists as well, share them in the Discord, or you know, link them here. Whatever. Your link might get got by a bot, but I should still get it through. So don't worry if that happens. But yeah, you know, I think that's the one. I think that's the one. I'm happy with how this list has come out. I might maybe... Oh, actually. I'm just looking. I might put Superstars over Mario Kart Wii. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah. All right. Yep. That's the list. Yep. All right. That's the one. Yep. I feel good about it. Now. Cool. So the official Mario tier list. And yes, also, yeah, official. You know, there are no other opinions aside from the ones we're about to look at now. So let's pull up some of those lists. Actually, yeah, before I do that, let me check my YouTube, as you said. Did we do it? Oh shit. We got one left. We got one more. 99 subscribers. Oh shit. Can we hit 100 tonight? Can we hit 100 subscribers tonight? I am indeed at 99. We just got to get one more sub. We're so close. That's actually crazy. One left. One left, everybody. We can do it. If you're watching this, by the way, watching the VOD or whatever, and you haven't already subbed to the main channel, please do it. Get us to 100. It would be pretty freaking awesome. And if that can happen while this video is out, that would be even better. I do want to say, actually, that after the now that this video is out, I will be taking a break from main channel content for about a month. I'll do a review. The first thing back will be a review for Sonic Racing. So we'll be back sometime mid-October for that. But yeah, I just wanted to take a little break to kind of unwind from it, because obviously this Mario project has been pretty big. Also, by the way, if you haven't already seen, I drew the little thumbnail art right there. So there you go. First time I ever bothered to do that. I may do it more if you guys like it. But yeah, it also does mean that videos will take a little bit longer. So please do bear with me. All right, so let me go into intermission and I'll take a look at this list right here. Okay. Where have we got them posted? Right here. Okay, I see you. All right. Open link. There we go. Good shit. Okay, so this is Emma's Mario tier list. Let's inspect. Let's take a closer look at this. All right, so we got Double Dash, 3D World, 8 Deluxe. Is this in particular order?
Yeah, I tried to do it in order of favorite to least favorite.
Okay. So yeah, Double Dash, 3D World, 8 Deluxe, Jamboree, Superstars, Mario vs. DK, Mario Kart World, Mario Maker. I think this is a pretty fair top tier. I don't know about Mario vs. Donkey Kong, but I mean, different strokes for different folks. Superstar, New Soup 2, Mario Paint, New Soup U, DS, 3D, Mario Kart DS, 3D Land, New Soup Wii, Mario Kart 7, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Yeah, okay, yeah, I can see it. I can see the vision. In Fire Flower, Peach, Showtime, New Super Mario Bros., Mario Kart Wii. I feel like that's a little low. And Odyssey. I feel like these are a little low. And 3 as well. Ooh, very low. I was
going to put Odyssey lower.
That's actually crazy. 64 DS, completely incorrect. Super Mario Bros. And Mario Pinball Land, also completely incorrect. Hate to see it. Alright, then we got Olympic Games in Super Mushroom, Mario Kart 64, Mario 64, and Mario Kart Super Circuit. Okay, alright. This is pretty much the 64 tier list right here. Then we got Mini Mushroom, Super Mario Strikers, Super Mario Kart, Super Mario Bros. 2, and then Poison Mushroom, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario The Lost Levels. The Sunshine hate is absolutely insane, but I can't say that I don't get it. I was there once. Check YouTube. Did we do it? That shit's still at 99. That shit's still at 99. It has not updated. It has not updated. I don't know if it's YouTube. It might be YouTube suppressing us again. They might be suppressing us again. It wouldn't be the first time.
Did they do the correct channel?
It should be.
Because there's a live one. Or there's...
No, live hasn't gone up.
Other one. Oh, okay.
Hit that refresh. Hey, there it is. 100 subs. We did it. We did it. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for getting us there. Thank you for being the catalyst for 100 subs, guys. Shit. Oh, man. That is so crazy to see. That's actually so crazy to see. Guys, I've been doing this for over 2 years. I genuinely, like, it got to a point where, like, I never thought I would see that number, but holy fuck, man. 100 subs. We really did it, bro. We really actually did it. Oh my god. You know what's crazy? We hit 100 on Twitch last summer. So this one's been a long time coming. That's wild. That is wild. But yeah, thank you for the support, guys. Seriously. For those of you who watch the main channel videos, for those of you who watch the streams, whatever content you consume and whatever content you share and like and help boost us in the algorithm, whatever you do is greatly appreciated. Seriously, it means a lot. And I think now we're at triple digits. I'm hoping it can go even bigger because yeah, it's been really enjoyable, man. It's been such an enjoyable ride getting here and just absolutely having a good time just sitting down talking to you guys. I appreciate it. You know, we get at each other a lot, but at the end of the day, you know, yeah, I mean, we wouldn't all be here if it wasn't for this. So that's what it comes down to, and I think that's what we gotta appreciate about the Super Mario series as well. I think regardless of what your favorite games are, regardless of what games you think are dog shit, regardless of what era of Mario you grew up in, I think this is a series that is always going to bring people together. I think it's a series that's always going to inspire creativity. It's a series that is always going to move the industry forward. And just this world and these characters, they're going to live forever, man. It's gonna be such an iconic thing, you know. And it feels like we're spinning off into more territory. You know, we're getting movies. Mario Galaxy movie looks amazing, and this series is it really means a lot to me, man. It really means a lot to me. Ever since I was a kid, the series always really captured my imagination in a big way, and I think it's a lot of the passion that I have for creating now that comes from Mario. It comes from all the creativity that is shown in these games, you know. And one day I would love to make my own game, and I think if I ever did that, you would see a lot of Mario influence in there, like a shit ton. So, but if ever that happens, you'll know it. And I have this franchise to thank. I have it to thank for meeting a lot of people I have in my life. I have it to thank for obviously you guys being here and supporting and everything. So, yeah, just such an amazing franchise, such an amazing series. I'll always love Mario. There's going to be plenty of times where we play all the games you see here. There's going to be plenty of times where we play a bunch of games that aren't here. Apparently Mario Golf is one I need to play on the Game Boy Color. Apparently that's something I really need to do, so we'll get to that sometime. But yeah, just beyond everything, yeah, I talk a little bit more about what Mario means to me at the end of the Super Perspective compilation. So, you know, if you want a bit more of an in-depth look into how I feel about the Mario series and the Mario games, go check that out and watch all the way to the end. I would greatly appreciate it if you guys did. And yeah, what about you, Emma? What's Mario represent to you?
Well, Mario for me was kind of like growing up, it was very limited with the people I knew that played Mario or even played games. Like my family didn't really bother with like playing these kind of games and things like that. But when I became older, this was like a good kind of middle ground, if you will, for me to I don't know whether I should be going into this, but this was like more of a middle ground for me to learn more about your interests, because before me and you met, I didn't really know anyone who like cared this much for video games. So it's like, okay, Mario, I've like played some Mario games in the past, so this was more of a, you know, I can talk to you about Mario more than I could about Sonic, because I hadn't even played Sonic growing up apart from Olympics. Like for me growing up, didn't know that Sonic was its own like franchise, basically, was like a mascot for a whole separate thing. I thought it was just, oh look, there's a cool blue hedgehog that we're adding into this Mario game, and some other cool designs. So it was, for me, it was that middle ground for me and you, and for being able to connect on that level, and then through that I got to be introduced into even more games by you. So for me it was very important in that start up of really getting into video games. And yeah, it's one of the few things that me and my family now will sit down and do together. Like every now and then we'll play Mario Party or Mario Kart, and it's like the only car franchise that we do that with. It's only like Mario Party or Mario Kart that we actually sit down together to play. So it's just a lot of that building connections for me is what Mario's like enabled. So yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I think it's gonna do that till the end of time. Whether it's people playing together on the couch, or people playing together online or talking about it online. I think the series is it's immortalized. I think it's definitely immortalized. I think it's gonna always be there. And yeah, you know, for damn sure it's gonna be there on this channel. So and yes, Emma is spitting as always. But yeah, if you guys obviously want to catch whenever we do new Mario stuff or whenever we do other stuff, make sure you keep it locked here on twitch.tv/ExtraZoneArcade or youtube.com/ExtraZoneLive. We go live on both platforms every weekend, and sometimes even not. The next stream actually is going to be on Wednesday. The Sonic Racing Crossworld demo comes out, and we'll do a little short stream on that just to fuck around a bit and play that. So that's going to be a fun time. So stay tuned, sub up, follow up, do all that fun stuff. Sub here on Twitch if you haven't already. And if you got the means to do so, obviously it's no requirement, but it would be greatly appreciated. And you do get some nice little perks, like some emotes, you get to avoid ads, and you get a nice little badge next to your name. And we love badges here, don't we? Just like in Super Mario Bros. Wonder. So get them badges, get that stuff, and yeah, sub up. Follow me on Twitter and all those other platforms where I talk about stuff. Sub to the main channel on Extra Zone Arcade if you haven't. We just hit 100, so next goal is, I guess, 100, 150? 150 is the next goal. Let's get to 150 by the end of the year. I think we can do it. I think we got the potential to do it. That would be fucking insane, by the way. That would be some insane growth for us if we did. But I believe, man. I believe it is possible. So yeah, do all that stuff. And beyond all of that, yeah, I just hope you guys have a really good night. I hope you enjoyed the stream. 150 is going to be a grind, but I think we got it. I think we got it. YouTube definitely has been growing slowly, but surely, whereas I feel like Twitch is a bit on and off. But YouTube, I think we will get there eventually. We will definitely get there eventually. I don't know how long it will take, but it will happen. I believe. I truly do. Yeah, so that's about it. That's about it. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Have yourselves a fantastic rest of the Mario anniversary, even if there really isn't much of it left at this point. And yeah, spend it with friends, spend it with family. Enjoy, just continuing to enjoy this series, no matter where it goes. And yeah, that's about it. That's about it. So take care of yourselves. Have yourselves a damn good one, and peace out. See you next time. Bye.
Bye bye.